This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say 3P? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The Neshannock Lancers are PIAA Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McKay makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
His Monitis works through Ritson. Has a chance. Score! Off
the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. That's recovered. And did they get her? They did!
He has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet. Coming to you live from the County of Champions for high school football here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight we have a doubleheader of games. We have the Big 7 conference clash in the county as Shenango hosts Neshannock, and the big Region 1 battle up in District 10 as the Wilmington Greyhounds host the Farrell Steelers. Tonight's broadcast, lcsportsnet.com, streaming on Twitter, Facebook Live, and the Triple Live High School Sports Network. You can also listen on the City View Sportscast and the NFHS Network. It's all brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, by MVP Insurance, by Castle Asphalt, by UPMC Orthopedic Care, by Medore Bonner Law, by The Red Zone, by Nick's Auto Body, by Parada Jones and McCree, by Doran Concrete, by Gem Builders Incorporated, by Luxembourg Arbit Kelly and George, the Newcastle Transit Authority, Pontius Insurance, Joseph's Marketplace, the Crane Room Grill, Works in Progress Paint Services, Sims Cafe, the City Rescue Mission, the Tri-County Principals Association, and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. It is another Castle Asphalt pregame show on Week 5, Game 6 of the 2025 season, and yes, we've hit the midway point of the football season. Castle Asphalt, hey, they've been in the paving and construction business for nearly 20 years, using top-of-the-line equipment and resources, guaranteeing every job is done correctly and efficiently. I'm James Dodson. We're going to send you out to the field for kickoff coming up at the top of the hour, but we kick off our pregame show, previewing the two games we have. Up north, a District 10 Region 1 clash as Wilmington hosts Farrell in the region opener for the Hounds. Farrell with already one region game under their belt, both teams 4-1 overall. But the Hounds, they finally get to play a home game this week after a 3-game road stretch. All 3 of those games, by the way, ending in mercy rule victories. In fact, they only threw 4 passes in those 3 games combined. It's been the power running game for the Hounds, no doubt about it. They're averaging 338 rushing yards per game, according to Professor Briggs' statistics. They go against a Farrell team tonight, though, that has allowed negative rushing yards in each of their last 2 games. Chase Mitchelltree leads the way. Both Lawrence and Mercer County's leading rushers, 666 rushing yards, 10 rushing scores on the year. On the Farrell side, they bring back a multitude of offensive weapons from a year ago. They defeated the Hounds last year 38-0 at Peggy Sports Complex. Leading the way in that game, Jules Johnson, again, he's one of the weapons back. Listen to this stat line from last year. 194 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. Also over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. Oh, by the way, he threw for a touchdown and had 2 picks on defense as well. The turnover battle, I think, is going to be the biggest key in this one tonight, especially if Wilmington is forced to go to the air with a little more frequency. We'll have the video coverage to go along with Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg on the call on News Talk 790 WPIC. It's homecoming tonight in Wilmington at Terry Varelli Stadium. We'll also have coverage, though, of the Big 7 match featuring county foes Neshannock and Shenango. Lancers are 3-1. They're coming off a high-scoring affair, 62-27, their win last week over Northgate. Backup quarterback Nico Medore had over 200 passing yards and 4 touchdowns in the game. Gino Mazzacco is expected to be back in the starting lineup here tonight. Also watch for Anthony Aiken keeping up with the big running plays. He's averaging over 100 yards per game now and had a 4-touchdown performance against the Flames. On the other side, Shenango, they're 2-3 on the season, looking to bounce back after a road loss 35-7. They had an early touchdown pass from Caleb McConnell to Landon Albertini. The offense, so unfortunately, really struggled to sustain anything much of the rest of the way in that game. McConnell did have 10 completions to 6 different receivers in the contest, but as a whole, really couldn't get the ground game going like they had in the previous 2 games where McConnell has started at quarterback. Unfortunately, illness and injuries are also becoming a bit of a concern lining up into their homecoming game here tonight. And it is a pretty interesting homecoming of sorts as well for Neshannock in their second-year coach, Mike Bonjavengo, because this will be the first time as a head coach that he'll be coaching at the field named for his grandfather, Frank Bonjavengo Field, and the middle Frank Bonjavengo, his father, Frank Bonjavengo Jr., still on the coaching staff as well with his son there at Neshannock. So a fun homecoming night there for sure. Eric Thomas and Lee Moan will be on the call for that one at Glenn Pop Johnston Stadium, Frank Bonjavengo Field. 4 other games tonight in the county. We'll take a look at that full slate of games when we return. The Castle Asphalt pregame show continues in a moment at LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Nominations are now being accepted for the LCAP Team of the Month and the LGKG Male and Female Athlete of the Month. Log on to lcsportsnet.com/awards to nominate your favorite team or athlete today.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Castle Asphalt Construction, they know the importance of making a good first impression, no matter how elegant your home or office may be. If you match it with poor road surfaces, your friends and potential clients could regret making the trip. CastleAsphalt.com. We make our first impression on the first games of the second half of the football season for 2025. We'll send you out to Terry Varelli Field or to Frank Bonjavengo Field here in a few moments, but the other 4 games we have going across the county tonight, a big game on schedule is the Parkway Conference opener in Class 4A between Newcastle and Aliquippa. Quip's making the trip north to Taggart Stadium to take on the 4-1 Canes. All 4 Newcastle wins this year are via the shutout, which is really impressive when you look at all that. And in fact, speaking of shutouts, Aliquippa was shut out last week for the first 3 quarters of that game, but they did make a huge comeback against Penn Hills, winning on the last play of the game down there at Heinz Field. Newcastle, on the other hand, they're coming off a game where Marino Graham accounted for 334 yards of total offense and had 4 touchdowns. No video broadcast, by the way, available for tonight's game. We'll have updates throughout the course of the night on our broadcast and on our social media page. There's another Big 7 game going on as Laurel traveling to Northgate, taking on the Flames here tonight. Spartan linebacker Jack Miles, he became the program's all-time tackles leader last week. He also caught a touchdown pass for the 4-1 Spartans. Northgate, they're still looking for their first win of the year, though. Led by Devontae Smith, he has 90% of the team's yards on the year. You can watch that one on the Northgate Huddle page. In Class 2A in the MAC, one big game at Sox Russo Stadium, Union hosting Mohawk. Both teams looking for their first conference win of the year. It very well may be a casket game, really, though, in terms of playoff contention. The loser going to have a tough time making it into the postseason after tonight. Monte Booker for Union had his first career rushing score last week. Johnny Million also returned a kickoff for a touchdown in their loss at Western Beaver. Lucas Stratton got his first touchdown a week ago in his career in a loss at Beaver Falls. You can watch this game on the Union YouTube page and on Huddle. One other action game tonight featuring a county team, Elwood City traveling to historic Oak Hill Field, taking on the New Brighton Lions. After they won their first 2 games of the year, New Brighton has been outscored in their 2 conference games 82-6. Heath Lewis is their leader in both yards and touchdowns on the ground this year. On the other end, Elwood City, they're looking to make a 3-0 start in conference play, which after their first 2 weeks, a lot of people I think had kind of written off this Elwood City team. They're coming off their best offensive performance of the year against Freedom, where they had 400 total yards of offense, over 400 yards. Tyler Smiley with 200 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. The 2 running backs, Richard Curtin and Jillian Frisk, combining for over 200 yards on the ground as well. You can watch that game on Elwood City Sports on YouTube. Thad Sturgeon and Brad Windhurst will be on the call for that one. Officially, we're on the downhill run towards the postseason beginning tonight. Make sure you stay tuned on social media for all the results. The Triple Live High School Sports Network will have some news, notes, and some recaps at the end of the day on their scoreboard show as well after the game. But now it's time to take you out to field level. Head you out to the broadcast booth. Make sure you enjoy the game you're watching tonight on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
And James Dotson, thank you very much. And good evening and welcome to Shenango High School. Tonight, it's a county matchup, and more importantly, it's a matchup in the Big 7 as the 3-1 Neshannock Lancers, 1-0 in the Big 7, take on the host Shenango Wildcats at 2-3, 1-1 in the Big 7, coming off a loss last week on the road to Southside Beaver. Eric Thomas, Lee Moe with you here tonight. We got the whole crew, Matt Flannery, everybody with us here tonight from the Lawrence County Sports Network on what is a gorgeous night here in Western Pennsylvania. And Lee Moe, this is a big spot for both teams. A lot of questions maybe about some of these teams in the county so far, what we've seen from them, what to expect from them, what they might be going forward. We know this about Neshannock. Their offense is still unstoppable. Question kind of becomes, are they ready to take the next step against some of the better competition on their schedule? That sort of starts tonight. It definitely carries over into next month. What say you about the Lancers here tonight?
Yeah, Neshannock, you said it's a work in progress right now, defensively also. But, Gino Mazzocca was out. They had the Rochester game that's still scheduled to be played sometime, and then they had Northgate, but Gino hasn't played for a couple weeks. They sat out last week because of a bum ankle. Should be back in here this week, so I'm looking forward to see if he's any rust at all. I'm missing for a couple weeks, but yeah, Neshannock's, they're the team to beat right now, I think, in 1A. Neshannock, everything's pointing towards Neshannock Laurel, but that's why you have to play the game. Southside Beaver is going to have something to say about that possibly towards the end of the year. And Shenango, on the other hand, numbers have been an issue for them all year. They're going to be missing their best ball player again tonight, and A.J. Ferrillo not going to be playing tonight for Shenango. So, and their whole offense goes around A.J. Ferrillo, so they're going to have to really scramble for a new plan here tonight and see if they're going to be able to come up with some offense against Neshannock here tonight.
That's a two-way starter for this Shenango side, and you mentioned his importance and what he's been able to do this season. Just 2 receptions, but a lot of things funnel through him. They will, at least we think, have Nico DeSalvo tonight, who is a question mark. He was out this week with some illness, so he was out doing warm-ups and his dress. So it looks like they will at least have him in the lineup tonight. Whether or not he starts, we will see. This Shenango team a week ago lost to Southside Beaver 35-7. That was a game in which they scored the opening touchdown of the game, and then Southside Beaver went on to score 35 unanswered. They punted just twice in that game last week, and 4 touchdowns for the Southside offense from 7 yards or in. So they moved the ball up and down the field against Shenango. That just nickel and dime wing tee, that powerful running attack that they have. And it's going to be a little bit different for this defense tonight for Shenango because it's going to be the explosiveness of Neshannock, and we'll talk about that more in a second, some of the numbers. But what do they need to do to slow down this Neshannock offense tonight?
I think you have to have somebody looking at Gino Mazzocca. He's the guy that makes this offense go. You know, he has the run-pass option, and if you could slow him down, make him make some bad decisions and try to hopefully get some pressure on him, and then force him into some mistakes. If they can force him into some mistakes, maybe get a turnover or 2 here and there, you're going to stand a chance.
And Mazzocca's only completed 50% of his passes this season, but he's only thrown 44. Madur. And as Lee mentioned, did not play last week. In his place, Nico Madur was fantastic. 6 of 8 for 207 yards and 4 touchdowns. In fact, he hit 3 different touchdown passes to 3 different wide receivers on the first play of 3 different possessions last week. So they didn't have Mazzocco, but Madur was just as good last week in place of him in the lineup. We will go over the starting lineups for you here in a moment. Just a point about that Neshannock offense, and we'll talk about this team all night long. Lancers have 32 touchdowns of 20 or more yards the last 2 seasons. 11 of those plays are this season. 6 of them came last week in their win against Northgate. Those 32 touchdowns have traveled over 1,400 yards the last 2 seasons. So clearly the MO for Shenango tonight is going to be limit the big play. If they can do that, they might have a shot to hang around a little bit tonight.
Yeah, it is homecoming here, too, so a little extra incentive. Plus, it is Neshannock and Shenango, these schools, not too far apart at all. It's nice to have the big rival and the rivalry going on between the 2 schools.
We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you the series notes, the starting lineups, and the kickoff. It's homecoming night here, about 14 minutes away from kickoff at Shenango High School. It's the Lancers and the Wildcats coming your way next on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab.
Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary.
From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Welcome back here to Shenango High School as we continue on with the pregame show. We're about 11 minutes or so away from kickoff between Shenango and Neshannock here tonight at Frank Bongiovango Field. Let's take a look tonight at our AXE series notes. AXE is here to get you there. Lawrence County's door-to-door transportation service is open to the public. AXE takes people to work, play, and anywhere else they want to go. Call 724-652-5588 for more information. 55th meeting all time, and you see the dominance by the Lancers there in the last 9 games. They've won 8 of them. Of course, they played last year. We'll talk a little bit about that matchup last year as Neshannock really put it to Shenango in that contest. You got to go back to 2015 for Shenango's last win in this series, an 8-point victory that night, and then the first meeting all the way back in 1958. And that's a look at your ACTS series notes. Lawrence County's door-to-door transportation service open to the public. Call 724-652-5588 for more information. Our Nick's Auto Body Impact Players you trust. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body. Collision repair, paint and detailing, full-service mechanical interior cleaning. Making your car look good as new. Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. Our Impact Players tonight, well, I think it's pretty simple for Neshannock. Throw a dart. I mean, who would you pick as an impact player on this offense? You can go Anthony Eakin. You can go Gino Mazzacco. You can go any really one of the receivers. Ethan Beeman's had a good year. Ashton Allison's been great. And they've also done this with a makeshift offensive line. Not a makeshift, but a reshuffled offensive line from a season ago. Who's been the best player on this Neshannock team so far for them, do you think?
A little bit. I can't really pick out one, really. I mean, it's been a really good team effort for them. And you always look towards the quarterback and Gino because he can do so many things for you on both sides of the ball also. But, take one, take all, for Neshannock right now. Yeah, and we would have probably picked A.J. Ferrilla for Shenango if he's 100% tonight. Landon Albertini has been really good this season, 12 catches for 144 yards. He's also run the ball 10 times, and he has 3 total touchdowns. So I'll say it's Landon Albertini. You see the drum major there hitting the flip on the field. Get a pregame performance here by the Shenango Marching Band. So Landon Albertini, your impact player for Shenango. They probably got to get the ball in his hands a lot tonight. We don't really know the status of Nico DeSalvo as far as running the football tonight, but we, again, did see him warm up. If he doesn't go, it's Dominic Dondo tonight for the Wildcats, and Albertini will get some carries as well, and we'll tell you about that right now as we talk to you about our starting lineups, brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Grab a seat in the bar, the dining room, or loft, or outside in the patio. Yes, tonight.
There's plenty of room at the Crane Room, or place an order for takeout, appetizers, dinner, or homemade desserts to go. Call to place your order at 724-656-1553. There's your starters for Shenango tonight. Of course, the freshman quarterback, Caleb McConnell, who had a rough outing last week against Southside Beaver, but he's been really good, 62% completion percentage on the season. 4 interceptions to combat 3 touchdown passes. Also has run the ball, and he was fairly efficient last week, 10 of 18, only threw for 81 yards, but did have the 2 interceptions last week against Southside Beaver. There's the Neshannock offense. We mentioned Mazzacco. He is back in the lineup here tonight. We'll tell you more about the lineups here after we listen in on tonight's national anthem by the Shenango Marching Band. By the Shenango Marching Band and the Shenango Choir, as many of those will be in the homecoming court here later tonight when they make that announcement here at Frank Bonjavango Field. Again, back to the starting lineups for the Neshannock offense. We mentioned Mazzacco, Ryan Cameron, Brady Frasso, Ethan Beeman, Sammy Flora, and then along the offensive front, there is no Joey Veronese right now for the Lancers. That's been a big blow, but their offensive line and defense particularly, they miss him a little bit more on defense, but so far both lines have played pretty well.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun with Joey Veronese talking to him at the Crane Room afterwards on Friday nights, but unfortunately he's been injured. But yeah, that next man up mentality, so far so good for Neshannock, so hopefully they're going to be off to a good start here. Yeah, I'd love to see the football players out there, a little bit of everybody, band members, football players. He's mentioned homecoming court, all involved with that choir tonight.
Shenango defense tonight, they will have some shifting as well as Connor Click and Chad Christopher, the defensive ends. John Adamo and Ethan Iwaniko will be up front at the tackle spot. It'll be Dom Dando, Jacob Kammerer, and Landon Albertini at the linebacking core. We could see Nico DeSalvo there as well if they decide to give him a go tonight and let him play defensively. Here, we'll see again what his status is. The secondary, Kessler, McConnell, and Trey Ross round out the starting defense for Shenango. About 4 minutes away from kickoff, there's a look at the Neshannock defense, and those two ends up front for Neshannock have been very good, Toman and Huff, but Watts and Toman paired together, they've been spectacular this season for this team. Best of friends, and actually Toman is the reason why Watts plays football. Most sophomores, he was the one that got him to come out. Those two have been working out together since January, and they've put together quite a good season, as Mike Bonjavengo, the head coach at Neshannock, calls Talcott Watts an energy guy and said he was easily coachable in some pieces in the Newcastle News earlier this week. And Toman's been very good up front with 2 tackles for loss. Last year he's got 3 this year and a sack, so he's picked up right where he left off, having a strong sophomore campaign. And, of course, Ashton Allison, Ethan Beeman, Colin Schaefer, Griffin Wyam, the linebackers, Brady Frostos, Sammy Flora, Anthony Egan, and Justin Edworthy are the secondary. This is a Neshannock defense that a season ago didn't have the numbers. They had a lot of pressure on quarterbacks. They disrupted a lot of pockets. They really got the timing of guys off. And they, this season, have kind of picked up right where they left off. They are not necessarily racking up the numbers,
right,
but they're doing a good enough job at getting to the quarterback and forcing issues for opposing teams.
Yeah, and you're mentioning the impact players earlier, and I was going to throw in the whole offensive line for Shenango, because if they give McConnell some time, he could. I mean, I saw him against Mohawk. He's a dynamite quarterback. If you give him some time, but you give him, if he doesn't have the time, he's going to act like a freshman. But only a freshman quarterback. Talked to the coaches before the game, and they said he's such a teachable kid too. Really wants to know the game, and he's been really developing nicely so far.
Seems to have the physical tools too.
Yeah.
6 foot, 144-pound freshman, and made his first career start at Mohawk a couple weeks ago. Was great in that game. Made his debut at Elwood City. Was, at least in terms of percentage, good in that game. Only threw for 10 yards. They lost that game 21-0. And his ability to step into, and everybody's ability on this Shenango team to just accept their role. Nico DeSalvo was the guy that started at quarterback. Jimmy Graham, we know, is a coach that said when he got hired, I'm going to move guys into different places and see how they fit. And it didn't fit for DeSalvo, but then they found their answer with McConnell.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. I mean, you can do what's best for your team. And so we talked about that earlier this year. It's like they got to find a way to get the ball into McConnell's hands, and this is how you do it.
Captains will be out for the coin toss here, as it'll be Kessler, Click, Farilla, who is not dressed tonight, and Albertini for Shenango. And for Neshannock, it is Mazzocco, Ashton Allison. I'll have to check the other ones there. Ethan Beeman, one of them. And let's see who the fourth is. We're blocked out by the officials there. That's Allison. Officials tonight. Your referee tonight for this Big 7 matchup is Tony Lascola. Darren Bauer is the head linesman. Kurt Frazier is the side judge. Umpire is Eric Susick. Kevin Malone is the line judge. And Mike Spagnolo is the field judge.
And the great news about that, no Henry sighting tonight again. So, but we love Henry Frazier. Have you ever had a chance to meet Henry yet?
At a Laurel basketball game.
Okay, so you got a chance to talk to Henry. But we love him. He's wealth of knowledge, though.
Big matchup here tonight in the Big 7, and we will see what is what here. If this Neshannock team continues to roll, we mentioned their numbers and how explosive they've been. 32 touchdowns of 20 or more yards in the last 2 seasons. 37.5 points a game so far. Now they've given up 22.5, but also 350 yards of offense per game. So they're going to test this Shenango defense. We know that right away.
And our Castle,
what happens here?
Our Castle Asphalt pregame shows. They do commercial, residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, or commercial line striping. You can visit them at www.castleasphalt.com. That's castleasphalt.com, making your dream design come to fruition.
It's going to be Shenango on offense first. Jason Williams and Trey Ross are back deep to receive. And the run up, and we're underway here at Frank Bonjavango Field. It's a short end over end taken by Ross. He will hand it off to Williams on the far side. Williams, nice little burst. Williams breaks through midfield. 35-30. He is going to take it to the house for an opening kickoff return for a touchdown. Jason Williams getting it going for Shenango early. And 15 seconds into this contest, it is the Wildcats who strike first on special teams.
No flags either. The end around, didn't think that was going to work there. Williams, though, found the crease, and boy, did he, when he hit that seam, no one's stopping him. Yeah, actually, we do have a flag on the play, but it's after the game, and unsportsmanlike on Shenango.
Yeah, celebration penalty, so that's going to push the extra point back. That was around an 85-yard kickoff return for Williams. That'll put some pressure on your opponent right away, won't it?
Yeah, that's the way you want to start, that's for sure. Excuse me.
So here is McConnell to attempt the extra point. Been pretty good on the season, 11-13. They have not attempted more than 3 field goals this season. He does have distance from 24, so.
No, he's got distance for 40 if they let him.
And his point after try is up, and it is good. So right off the bat, 85-yard kickoff return for Jason Williams. And Shenango's grabbed a 7-0 lead on the Neshannock. Lancers on offense next when we get back here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
So after that 85-yard kickoff return by Williams to open things up, now it'll be Neshannock's turn. Let's see if they can answer the touchdown at deficit, early deficit here for the Lancers.
Yeah, what a start for the head coach there, Jimmy Graham and Shenango.
It's going to be a short end-over-end kick taken by Aiken. Right outside the 20, Aiken across the 35, and he has run over near the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him just shy of the 40-yard line. 38 is where Neshannock will put it in play. 1st and 10. Again, DeSanti, Schaefer, Canciello, Stewart, and Carter up front. Gino Mazzacco in the backfield. He is back at the starting quarterback position tonight. And, of course, Anthony Aiken, the star running back, and the slew of skill guys that Mazzacco has to throw to for the Lancers here tonight.
So DeSalvo not on the defensive end to start, Eric.
That is something to keep an eye on tonight. We're not sure if there's a pitch count on him. We're not really sure of his status. It was more just if he can go, he goes. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Yeah, thanks to Jayshawn Williams.
That's what Jimmy Graham told us earlier today. If he's available, he will play. Mazzacco will keep on 1st down right up the middle, and Gino shy of the 50. He is tackled there by McConnell. Close to a first down, about 2 yards shy. 8-yard gain for Gino on the first play of the night.
Yeah, right up the gut. Nice job of that offensive line up the middle there.
Brings up a second down. Mazzocco and company. Gino to throw it on second. Near side, catch made. Turning and making the move upfield is Frost, so he's got the first down into Shenango territory. He's pushed out of bounds, ushered out of bounds on the near side by Caleb McConnell. The ball's going to be down around the 38-yard line.
Yeah, just a simple route. Go about 5 yards, about 5-7 yards, a little simple square out. Gave him a lot of room. Was able to turn it upfield, get that first down.
15-yard gain that time by Frosso. As Mazzocco goes to the ground, Aiken explodes up the middle. Anthony Aiken inside the 30, gang tackled as he gets down around the 25-yard line. Just exactly what you figured Neshannock would do to answer. Iwaniko the stop for Shenango, along with Trey Ross. Going to be another Neshannock first down, their second in a row on this drive.
So 3 plays, the offensive line dominating the defensive line here so far.
Yeah, they are pushing Shenango around up front. Mazzocco, clean pocket, throws it far side, dangerous pass. Catch is made on the far side by Beeman, spins around, got hit very hard around the 25, and then is driven backwards slightly after the initial contact.
Yeah, the initial contact by Dando. He's the one that slowed that play down.
25-yard line. So that's his first catch of the night. And it's a second down and 8 for this Neshannock offense. Mazzocco going to throw it over the middle. Dangerous pass over the middle, and it's broken up. Trying to split this double coverage there. Caleb McConnell had his hand on it. This is the senior trying to thread the needle here.
Yeah, Kessler and McConnell absolutely leveled him on this. You can check out the LCAP instant replay. Probably a pass he shouldn't have thrown.
Gino trusting himself. Brings up a third down and 8 for Neshannock. Trying to answer that opening kickoff return for a touchdown by Williams and Shenango. They will fake it to Aiken. Mazzocco keeps Gino to the outside. Gino cuts back nicely, and Mazzocco is down around the 10-yard line to pick up the first down on a gain of 15 for Gino, and that'll be the third first down for Neshannock here on this drive as they continue to march down the field looking for an answer.
Yeah, Shenango has no answer for the first 3 runs for Neshannock. Good job by Gino Mazzocco, though, putting that ball in the gut and then pulling it out at the last second and found the crease.
Hayden Tatterson is in on the wing near side for the Lancers. Again, they'll fake. Mazzocco up the middle. Mazzocco left side. Mazzocco piled up on by blue jerseys once again. And he's going to be down inside the 5-yard line. Connor Click was one of the guys there on the stop for Shenango. It'll be second down and call it goal here.
Yeah, Brennan Stewart with this is a great block to get Gino Mazzocco that hole.
Second and goal. Handoff. Aiken spins. Aiken keeps the feet moving. Good defense that time by Shenango. Again, he's going to be dropped short. Gino Fiore in on the stop for the Wildcats that time, and that's going to bring up, along with Chad Christopher, and that's going to bring up a third and goal for Neshannock.
Yeah, you mentioned Fiore was the first man in there. They able to hang on just long enough.
Third and goal. Aiken off the left side, and Aiken is in the end zone for the touchdown. 1-yard touchdown run by Anthony Aiken. And Neshannock has responded with 8:34 to go. Here's your LCAP instant replay.
Nothing fancy. Another good block up front, though. Stewart again, the pancake block in there.
It's a 9-play drive for Neshannock to answer. Amari Rapchak is the freshman kicker. And we got movement up front. Going to move it ever so slightly closer as Frasso will hold. And Rapchak, who has been solid himself, 10 of 11 this season. His first try of the night is up, and it is through. So with 8:34 to go in the opening quarter, a nice 9-play drive by the Lancers. They answer the Shenango touchdown, and they get one of their own. It's 7-7 here at Frank Bongiovango Field on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
Your Joseph's Marketplace drive summary on that touchdown by Neshannock. 9 plays, 65 yards. Check out the cafe and bakery section at their Shenley Square Plaza location. Or grab a drink and a snack at Jameson or the Grove City Outlets. That's Joseph's Marketplace. Family owned and operated since 1915. Eric Thomas and Lee Moan with you as we'll see Shenango on offense for the first time, maybe. The only time they've touched the ball tonight was a touchdown kickoff return, 85 yards by Jason Williams, and we are tied up at 7 after that. Neshannock touchdown and the answer. Rapchak's kick is going to sail towards the sideline and out of bounds. So Shenango can opt to take the yardage here if they want it.
Or do you make him kick it again? It looks like the offense is going to come on the field. I know if you're playing Aliquippa, they make you kick it again.
Speaking of the Quips, of course, on the road tonight at Newcastle. We'll keep you posted on our Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard tonight. You can watch the bottom line as well.
A lot of big games going around. North Allegheny Central in 6A. Upper St. Clair Peters in 5A.
Yeah, that Peters game defense has not been scored on in, 4 straight games.
Yeah.
They have been spectacular.
Some marquee matchups. Yeah, that's our first section game of the year, too.
So we'll see Shenango on offense. First time tonight, freshman quarterback Caleb McConnell. He's been good. Here's DeSalvo, carry number 1 of the night. And it's going to be a short gain of, call it 2 for Nico DeSalvo.
Yeah, I think Shenango's going to be a little deliberate here. You want to try to take some time off this clock, keep this Neshannock defense on the field as long as you can. Shenango, not a lot of numbers.
Get up front, it's Adamo, Kammerer, Christopher Click, and Max Farrell up front for Shenango tonight. It is good to see DeSalvo. He was great against Northgate here 2 weeks ago. Had his best rushing attack or rushing effort of the season in that game as McConnell will throw it near side. Catch is made by Kessler. Kessler is hit right away, breaks through it, and it gets rocked by Aiken. Fights through that, and then Justin Edworthy cleans him up. It'll be a first down for Shenango. Nice little catch and run with McConnell and Kessler.
Yeah, what an effort there by Michael Kessler, on the track team here. Boy, got hit probably about the 43-yard line. Got hit pretty hard, but was able to fall forward, keep on his feet. Good job by Kessler. Big first down for Shenango because you really want to answer.
Not a bad thing to see your quarterback in a rhythm early either. You know, it's going to get easier for McConnell, no question, the older he gets. It's baptism by fire this season, but they made the right call in putting him in as the starting quarterback. He is for sure the future of this program. He will hand it off to Landon Albertini. A little trickeration. He got rocked as he threw it as Ashton Allison flew in there to hammer him. That's going to fall incomplete and bring up second down.
Yeah, check out the LCAP instant replay here. Allison coming in motion was going to set up the throw, and he did, but fortunately the ball came out forward and not going backwards.
Ashton Allison, who's got 2 tackles for loss, averaging 8 almost 9 tackles a game this season for this Neshannock defense. He has been one of the best all-around players in Lawrence County the last couple of seasons. Second down for Shenango, back to DeSalvo on the ground, and he gets wrapped up as he's across the 45 and taken down shy of the 47-yard line. Talcott Watts is in on the stop that time, along with Colin Schaefer for the Lancers. And I'll bring up third down, ball just outside of midfield.
Well, the Salvo's got good size. Not going to break, probably not going to break one, but he's going to be your pound and ground guy.
He is a load at 6'2", 238. That's like a defensive lineman at the high school level running downhill. We're going to get an official timeout here. We have to have Brady Frasso exit the game for, could be an equipment issue. That'll be Ryan Cameron, number 9, who you see running on the field here for Neshannock. He'll take his spot. Third down for Shenango, just outside of midfield. 3rd and 7. McConnell fakes, going to air it out, looking deep. Look at the arm, and he overshoots his intended receiver, Kessler. Coverage on the play that time was by Ryan Cameron, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, threw it a little bit too quick. Timing just a little bit off on that. McConnell will go back to punt. He's got a heck of a leg, too.
A couple of good return men on this Neshannock team. It'll be Aiken who's back deep to receive this one.
Aiken better back up.
Albertini is the protector for Shenango. And the jack of all trades, the freshman, puts his foot into it and sends one up in the air, and Aiken will fair catch it inside the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 17. So that's where Neshannock will take over. 1st and 10, second offensive series for the Lancers.
Good kick, though, no return. Good height on it. Get him pin it inside the 20. To see if your defense can come up with a stop now. Again, it seems like Groundhog Day, doesn't it? 5 straight weeks of good weather. 6 straight weeks, actually, of good weather here in Western Pennsylvania on a Friday night.
Hopefully we can keep it that way as we flip the calendar here next week.
Hopefully the whole way to March.
Mazzocco on 1st down will hand it off. Aiken, nice cut back through the middle. Aiken breaks out of 2 arm tackles, and then he's got to get dragged down at the 30 by McConnell. It's a 13-yard gain for Aiken, who's off to a fast start once again here. 29 yards on 4 carries.
Yeah, again, all starts up front.
4th first down for Neshannock here in the 1st quarter. Mazzocco to throw it. Gonna air it out, looking deep, got a man, it's underthrown and picked off one-handed by Trey Ross. What a job by Ross. This was a little underthrown by Mazzocco. And Ross just stuck that ball right up there and pulled that in, and we got our first turnover of the night.
Yeah, the LCAP instant replay on the Medora Bonner Law turnover. He waited and waited. He had him for a second, but you can see Trey Ross just measuring that plain center field. Saw it and was able to come up with that interception. Good job on Trey Ross. Personally, I don't know why Neshannock trying to pass the ball right now with the success of the run so far, but taking a shot. Trey Ross reading that all the way. Throws it a little quicker. He's going to have him.
Shenango starts on its own 36. They go to the ground on play number 1, and that is read perfectly. It's Albertini with the carry. Colin Schaefer and Nico Huff converge for the stop for Neshannock. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, forget about that play. No chance. And DeSalvo will check back in. So it's good to see DeSalvo in this game, so it seems like he's healthy right now.
Yeah, that was a big question mark for this team going into play here tonight. So after the loss, McConnell trying to step up in the pocket, evaded pressure momentarily, and then he is going to get pushed back. There's Allison, Griffin Wyan also in there on the stop. They really got to in the backfield and disrupted that pocket on McConnell, who can run, but that's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, he tried to zigzag his way through, but just couldn't find any room whatsoever.
So good at, again, disrupting the pocket and getting after the quarterback. Again, not the gaudy numbers that sometimes you see from teams, but this Neshannock defense a season ago, they were excellent at pressuring the quarterback. It's going to be a 3rd down and 12 for Shenango. McConnell looks, scramble, slipped, and he's taken down in the backfield, and there is Matthew Toman flying in there to drop him back near the 27. It's going to be a 7-yard loss and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, no chance whatsoever. Tried to get away from Toman, and unfortunately that foot slipped on the turf. Once he went down, no chance whatsoever. So another 3 and out. Shenango offense not having much luck here so far.
No, they are not. And we will get a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard here. Brought to you by the Lawrence County Transit Authority. Punt is blocked. That is Ethan Beeman who got in there and swatted that. It's going to take a bit of a Shenango bounce and die at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Beeman, an honorable mention, all defensive player of this Neshannock team. He came in almost untouched there.
Oh, my goodness.
Great job.
Stuck that right hand up. And that is for sure a play of the game nominee. We'll award those coming up after the game tonight. Plus territory for Neshannock at the 44 of Shenango. Tied at 7. Lancers looking to take the lead here as Wilmington and Farrell doing battle right now. That's an 8-7 Farrell lead with 2:37 to go in the first quarter. That's on our LCAP out-of-town scoreboard update. Pitch to Edworthy, running left side. Edworthy cuts upfield. Justin Edworthy to the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds over on the far side and gets another Lancer first down. Boy, he is, and we saw this last year, really become a key player for this Neshannock offense.
Yeah, he's got some speed too. You get Aiken who will pound you, and then you bring in Edworthy, a change of pace.
It's a 20-yard pickup and a first down for Edworthy. And a timeout call by Shenango, and a much-needed one with 3:22 to go in the first quarter. It's a Pontius Insurance timeout online at pontiusinsurance.com.
You can check out Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, or Tracy Giddings, auto, home, business, or life insurance, all with a local agent. Love the life you live, worry-free at pontiusinsurance.com.
Eric Thomas and Lee Moe with you here tonight as we bring you Shenango and Neshannock, two county rivals. Been a good one so far here in the first quarter. Tied at 7. If you joined us late, Jay Sean Williams, a 85-yard and an 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And then Neshannock answered right down the field, 9 plays in 65 yards to tie this up. But otherwise, it's been a stalemate. We just got that block punt by Ethan Beeman. So Neshannock is set up here in plus territory at the 24. They're in the red zone. Make sure you hop on over to the red zone on Wilmington Road for all your local county sporting good apparel. Great job by the staff over at the red zone. As Mazzocco will fake it. He did hand it off. And that is by Aiken, and he is down inside the 20-yard line. Still going to be short of a first down.
Yeah, making that tackle. That was Ethan Iwanico. And yet,
Iwanico, big guy at 6'3". Handoff, Aiken once again, and he's going to be dropped by Connor Click right around the 18-yard line. So a gain of 1 that time for Aiken. It's going to set up a third down for Mazzocco in this Neshannock offense here as they're trying to take the lead for the first time tonight. Aiken up the middle. Aiken through traffic, and Aiken is inside the 15. He stopped right at the 15-yard line.
They're not going to give it to him.
They are not going to give him the yardage there. That's a 3-yard gain for Aiken.
And these must have came down. I thought he at least got to the 14, but definitely 4-down territory here.
Hey, when the field bears your name, you go for it on 4th down. And that's exactly what Neshannock is going to do here. Aiken and Edworthy in the backfield, 4th down. Again, trying to take the lead here is Neshannock, tied at 7 late in this first quarter. Mazzocco, Aiken up the middle. Aiken, 1st down to Neshannock.
Yeah, bottom of that Powell is Noah Maisel.
John Adamo on the stop for Shenango, but it is another Neshannock 1st down, 6th in the quarter as they continue to drive here.
Again, Shenango has really no answer for this running game so far. A couple here and there, but Neshannock having their way. Just keep it on the ground.
They will do just that. Aiken once again. Aiken up the middle. Aiken carrying the guys into the end zone for the touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown run by Anthony Aiken. 9 carries and 54 yards here in the first quarter, and Neshannock takes a 13-7 lead.
Yeah, check out the LCAP instant replay. Right there, just the Dorn concrete block in the trenches right there. Number 78, that was Cadence Carter with a pancake block that sprung that for our Parada Jones McCree touchdown. Excellence is their guarantee.
Rapchak's point after to make it a full touchdown lead for the Lancers. And his kick is away, and it is through. So with a 1:12 to go in the first quarter, Neshannock off Anthony Aiken's 2nd touchdown run of the night. They take a 14-7 lead here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Joseph's Marketplace drive summary. 6 plays, 44 yards in 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Neshannock takes the 14-7 lead. Joseph's Marketplace. Specials daily at the Cafe and Bakery. Follow them on Facebook to see what's cooking today. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915. Now, you have said it repeatedly here in the first quarter about this running attack for Neshannock, and they're doing it predominantly on the ground here, and Shenango's had no answer. And now they're in a 14-7 hole getting the ball back here, and they're going to start 1st and 10 on their own 25.
Yeah, they got to find a way to get some offense right now. They had that 1 first down, and that's been it for Shenango so far here in this first quarter.
Let's see what Caleb McConnell and Nico DeSalvo and company can do here. You know, this is an interesting game because Shenango could lose this game, and right now they trail by 7. Long way to go yet, but they could lose this game. And they are still comfortably in a playoff spot as of right now.
Yeah, on paper, looking at the 3 teams that are below them right now, 3 very struggling programs.
Snap goes wide. McConnell gets it, and he is swarmed by white jerseys.
Pick one.
Griffin Wyan was the one who got in there first.
Yeah.
Bad snap. Now, you know, to further that point a little bit here, the schedule for Shenango is not that easy going forward. They get Rochester next week, and then it's the rivalry game with Laurel, and then Matt Sieg and company are in town on October 17th.
Good luck with that one.
And that might be a playoff preview because Fort Cherry looks like they might get the number 1 seed in Single A. Shenango would be one of the lower seeds if they get in. Handoff Albertini. And Landon Albertini gets through the middle. We get a late flag after the play.
Take a face mask. At least from my angle anyways, looked like a face mask there. Trying to tackle Albertini. See if it's going to be the 5 or the 15 version.
Joseph DeMuco made the stop for Neshannock.
And it's going to be a 15 version.
Joey DeBucco, the freshman. First penalty of the night, if you don't count the one on the kick after the touchdown return to open the game.
Let's see if Shenango chooses to run this clock out or decides to run a play with 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. You can see the scores sponsored by the Newcastle Transit Authority at the bottom of your screen.
Laurel is going to win tonight, up big early. And that will do it for the first 12 minutes. You can call that game. That game's over now.
Yeah.
So through 12 minutes of play here at Bonjavengo Field, it's 14-7 Neshannock. Second quarter comes your way next on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Second quarter about to get underway here at Shenango High School. Take a look there at the Wildcats cheerleaders, and we'll have the homecoming ceremony for you coming up at the half.
We're going to be looking for a fan of the game, too, sponsored by Works in Progress. Joe Wright's ready for your next painting project, 724-714-4294. They receive a couple drink coupons up to Joseph's Marketplace. Looking for that fan of the game somewhere along the way.
See the decorations back there on the end zone, the homecoming celebration as we get a whistle here before the play. It's 1st and 10 for Shenango with 1 second gone here in the second quarter.
And that should back that up to 12 minutes because it's a false start.
And that will back up the Wildcats 5 yards as well.
Boy, other than that positive 9-yard play by McConnell with the second play of the game, or second offensive play of the game, that's it. That's been it.
It's going to take the ball back to the 34. And we're going to get another whistle here.
Yeah.
The clock was running.
Yeah,
so
clock should say 12 minutes.
They need to reset that.
Clock should say 12 minutes. They're going to go over and talk to Coach Graham. Coach Graham in his 8th year, a Shenango grad. Coach Graham, the second leading passer all time at Westminster back in his day where he played. Coach Bonjavengo in his 2nd year was a Coach of the Year last year in the job he did at Neshannock last year.
So we start fresh with 12 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And McConnell will hand it off to DeSalvo. Picking his way, got a little burst of speed, but was dragged down by a shirt tail by Matthew Toman. I don't know how you hang on to the shirt tail of a 260-pound running back, but Matthew Toman did it.
Got to give him credit. Hang on till help comes, but he didn't need the help. He was able to drag him down himself.
Young man's got some power behind his arms. Takes the ball back to the 39, the original line of scrimmage. It's DeSalvo's 3rd carry tonight.
Blitz coming.
McConnell going to air it out far side, double coverage underthrown. Some contact down the field with Flora and Edworthy, but that was well covered and that was incomplete.
Ethan Beeman came in and just forced that. He had to get rid of that ball way too early because of the blitz coming. Beeman got to him. It's just a second too late but forced the bad throw.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 10. 11:19 to go here in the first half. WPIAL Week 5 here at Frank Bonjavengo Field is McConnell and company look at a 3rd down and 10. McConnell pumps, going to air it out once again. Got a man deep. Albertini made the adjustment but couldn't come up with it. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Edworthy on the coverage there. Should have been a completion, though. That was right in the hands. Made the adjustment, but just couldn't come down with the ball. Nice throw by McConnell. Well, you got to come up with that catch.
Got to help your quarterback out for sure, as it'll be Aiken and Frasso back deep to receive the punt.
Remember the last one.
And this one, end over end, falls right in the hands of Aiken. And look out, Anthony Aiken up the sideline, and he's taken down on the near side by McConnell. And a good return by the explosive Anthony Aiken to give Neshannock plus territory once again with 11:03 to go in the half.
Yeah, not a good kick at all. Had some distance, but all line drive. Wide open running room, and Aiken made him pay for it. Good return there, about 30 yards or so. Get the first down. Neshannock back in business.
34-yard line of Shenango. 11:03 to go in the half.
Boy, if you're Shenango, you have to have a stop here. All the momentum is going Neshannock's way here in this first 13 minutes.
Justin Edworthy is in the backfield. Tatterson will be on a wing near side. It's beaming wide at the bottom of your screen. Mazzocco on first down. Punt or fakes. Going to roll out, little pitch out to the near side. Tatterson the catch. Tatterson explodes upfield. First down to Neshannock. Right out of bounds by the stick. And we'll see where they officially mark him. It's going to be about first down +1, so a gain of 11 that time for Tatterson and a first down for Neshannock.
Yeah, Tatterson also part of the hockey team that plays for Wilmington is Tatterson. Also ran a half marathon back on May 4th in 2 minutes and 1 second.
He ran a half marathon in 2 minutes?
Yes, a half marathon.
13 miles?
2 hours, excuse me.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I was going to say, 2 minutes for a half marathon.
He's quick, my friend.
What the hell's he doing here playing high school football? Mazzocco dumps it off out of the backfield. Cameron the catch. And he's going to be taken down inside the 20.
I got it the second time. Thanks for your input there. It's the way I wrote it on my paper.
Okay. Good gain that time by Cameron. His first catch of the night. 6-yard pickup that time. Mazzocco's hit 2 in a row after the pick.
Yeah, he's from Ethiopia. Don't you know that?
Mr. Moan, come on.
They're fast in Ethiopia. That's what I meant.
Aiken gets the handoff. And he's going to be taken down short of the first down. Actually, they're going to give him the forward progress. They're going to say he fell forward. I believe that is Ethan Iwaniko who had the stop. Make that Gino Fiore, who's coming off the field that time. So it's going to be enough for a first down. That's the 8th first down of the night for Neshannock.
Yeah, back inside the red zone on Wilmington Road.
They are inside the red zone. In fact, Mazzocco's going to keep Gino up the middle. Mazzocco inside the 5 and taken down short of the goal line. Tackled by Caleb McConnell down the field. And that's going to be enough for another Neshannock first down. So it'll be first and goal for the Lancers.
Oh, Michael DeSandy opened up a huge hole for Mazzocco to run through.
From the 12, so they can still get another first down. Actually, they're inside the 5 there. Is Gino going to roll out? Gino trying to hit the corner, and he's going to get dragged down over on the far side. Good pursuit that time by the Wildcats defense. They're trying to stand tall here on this drive.
Yeah, good job by Dando. He really came out going all out there and got a player down for the Neshannock. Did make it to the sideline. And that's Tatterson.
It's going to be second down and goal from the 3. And up the middle once again on the keeper. That's going to be Aiken.
Yeah, Jacob Kamer on the stop.
Take it down to the 2-yard line, so it's a 1-yard gain that time by Aiken. He's had a busy first half.
Yeah, Jacob Kamer, all-conference player.
Mazzocco up the middle. Easy touchdown run for Gino Mazzocco. 2-yard touchdown run for Mazzocco. And just like that, Neshannock has extended the lead. Here's your LCAP instant replay.
Yep, right up through the gut. Another Parado Jones McCree touchdown. Attorneys at law, excellence is their guarantee.
Amari Rapchak to attempt the point after. And this is going to be a must drive coming up here for Shenango in this first half. Going to get a whistle.
Another offsides.
Yeah, the play clock was down to 2, so they had plenty of time.
Does that move it up a half a yard?
Third penalty on Shenango here tonight. Rapchak will tee it up once again. Frasso to hold. And Amari Rapchak continues his strong campaign as a freshman. Third extra point made tonight. And it's 21-7 Neshannock. Lancers in control. We approach halfway through the second quarter here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Nominations are now being accepted for the LCAP Team of the Month and the LGKG Male and Female Athlete of the Month. Log on to lcsportsnet.com/awards to nominate your favorite team or athlete today.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Parada Jones touchdown by Gino Mazzacco. Your Joseph's Marketplace drive summary. 5 plays in 34 yards. Took almost 3 minutes off the clock. Joseph's Marketplace, Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Check them out on Facebook. Family-owned and operated since 1915.
Yeah, I need to make another stop over there before coming to a game. They got some good stuff. Good coffee over there, too, by the way.
Good stuff by this Neshannock offense here in this first half. They picked up right where they left off. And again, a good return here. Trey Ross gets it across the 35. There is a late flag that comes down.
Another face mask, I think. Coming up at the half, we'll have our UPMC halftime show. UPMC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services. Appointments are available at any of the 4 Lawrence County locations. 724-983-7000. And that's going to go on Shenango. Thought maybe they had another face mask coming in, but it looks like it was a holding call on Shenango on the return.
So it'll back the Wildcats up 10. Outside of the kickoff return for a touchdown, Shenango started tonight in their own territory on every drive. This is their second worst starting field position on a drive so far as they hand it off. And a good run here on first down. Tommy Lacko is going to carry it up to the 45 and pick up a big, much-needed first down for the Wildcats, a gain of 12 that time.
Yeah, getting it.
18 that time, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, finding a crease, getting that outside. Good throw. Good run there by Lacko. They need some type of spark right now.
That's just the second first down tonight for this Shenango offense.
But I got the fourth positive play for yards.
Snap to, and there's Lacko once again as McConnell handed it off to him. And that is Nico Huff once again.
Yeah, Griffin Wyan and also in on that tackle. Mentioned Griffin's name a couple times.
Got all 3 starting defensive linemen for Neshannock tonight, sophomores. So if you think the cupboard is bare, forget it. I mean, obviously they're going to miss a lot of guys on this roster who will graduate. A lot of explosiveness, but this defensive line, they are going to be the standard bearer for this Lancer program next season. Second down for the Wildcats. Nobody there for McConnell. He's got to scramble out of the pocket looking. Caleb, the freshman, nice job to get out of bounds, and there was some contact by Wyan as he got near the sideline. Good job to pick up 5 yards that time by McConnell.
But they're going to get Adamo on a hold.
Yep, there is another hold on the play. This will be the 4th penalty on Shenango.
Yeah, that was an obvious call. I was looking right at it, and Adamo should have just let him go, but he got him from behind a little bit and held him up.
Freshman on freshman crime there. Adamo's 6 foot, 232 pounds. Again, much like Neshannock, though, this Shenango team has a lot to build on.
Right.
Yeah, Chad Christopher starts. He's a sophomore. Adamo's a freshman. McConnell's a freshman. DeSalvo's a junior. Williams a junior. Tommy Lacko's only a sophomore. Cupboard not bare for either of these two teams. And you got the depth at running back, and Nick Lyons and Dominic Dando are also underclassmen as well. It's going to be 2nd and 22 and another flag or another whistle here.
Going to punch the insurance timeout.
Second timeout charge to the Wildcats. Good.
Yeah, you mentioned this Neshannock football team, so young. The volleyball team at Neshannock, only one senior on that team. They're in first place in their section. The basketball team and Coach G, they were all juniors last year, all sophomores and juniors. And it's another young team at Neshannock. So a lot of youth movement going on in the Neshannock program. So we might be hearing from Neshannock for quite a few years here over the next couple of years around the WPIAL.
Newcastle Transit out-of-town scoreboard here with Farrell, a 16-7 lead on Wilmington. Our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Newcastle Transit Authority. Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit newcastletransit.org for more information and route schedules. Remember, senior citizens ride for free. So out of that timeout, it'll be 2nd and 22 for Shenango. They're really trying to get something going here offensively. We're going to give another whistle.
And how do you, after a timeout, have a false start?
Yeah.
Wow.
5th penalty on Shenango here in the first half. 31 yards on the 5 penalties.
Yeah, Clairton leading Jeanette 22-0 in single A. Again, the Clairton defense.
McConnell. Lacko to carry once again, and he is wrapped up shy of the 30 by Griffin Wyan, who's having himself a pretty good first half. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's a 2-yard gain that time. Griffin Wyan, we've called his name out a lot here in this first half. Dominic Dondo is going to come into the game in place of Jason Williams. And it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 26 officially for Shenango. Over on 3rd down tonight. McConnell going to run it, quarterback draw. Gets to the outside, shakes out of 1 tackle, can't get out of 2, and he's wrapped up inside the 30. Right near the 30-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 4 for McConnell, well shy of the 1st down. And he will have to punt it away again with 5:50 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, in 3A, North Catholic all over Amani Christian early, 16-0. Big matchup there in 3A.
Lots of big games going on across the region tonight. McConnell throws that one up in the sky, and Frasso comes underneath of it. Frasso taken down just outside of midfield. And there is Dando once again. And Connor Click, who was slow to get up.
Please get up, yeah. Do not need any more injuries. He's going to come off on his own power, though. Yeah, well, more scores at halftime, part of the UPMC halftime show, along with the homecoming festivities here at Shenango. But all Neshannock, other than that opening 85-yard touchdown return for Shenango. Neshannock's been in complete domination so far.
Mazzocco to throw it on first down. Deep drop. Gino dumps it off. Aiken, and a good job by the Shenango defense to read it out. There's a flag down that flies in.
Going to say a holding call probably on Neshannock. You should probably decline that.
Jacob Kammerer had to stop that time.
Yeah, Kammerer, brother Tyler, playing at Marshall on the baseball team. And at the point of the foul, they're going to take that penalty. So they're going to, from the 47. So they will, interesting, they'll take that penalty, make it a 1st and 20.
I guess you figure you back them up. You had the loss, though. That was such a deep drop by Mazzocco. So we'll do it again here. 1st and 20. 21-7 lead for Neshannock. So Mazzocco will hand it off. Aiken. And Aiken gets up to the 45 and is stopped there for a gain of 8. Kammerer once again had to stop.
Yeah, Aiken, 991 yards rushing last year. Off to a good start this year.
2nd down for Neshannock. Handoff back to Aiken again. Aiken picking his way right side, gets into Shenango territory. He's down to the Wildcats' 46-yard line. John Adamo had to stop for
another 9 yards.
Shenango, and that is a 9-yard pickup.
Just keep feeding them. Oh, Edworthy's in there now.
They go change of pace, but Gino keeps. Good fake to the outside. Flag comes in. Gino would be just shy of the 1st down probably. This is going to come back anyway.
A lot of flags here tonight.
Adamo had to stop once again.
Not going to matter.
And we'll walk that one back. 3rd penalty on Neshannock here in the 1st half. 35 yards on 3 penalties. And Mazzocco back to pass again. Over the middle, and the catch is dropped. Sammy Flora had that in his hands. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I think he tried to run without the ball there. Pass was maybe a little bit behind him, but he was wide open there. Unfortunately, did not bring in the ball, so Neshannock first time punting the night.
Mentioned Southside last week against this Shenango team, punted just twice the entire contest.
Nico Schabel, the punt.
And Shenango will try here with 3:55 to go in the 1st half. Get a late touchdown. They will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Takes a huge Neshannock bounce. That's going to go inside the 20 and all the way down inside the 15. Stopped at the 14-yard line. And that's where Shenango will start. 1st and 10. Nico Huff down there to down it.
Yeah, how about a 43-yard kick with no return?
3:41 to go on the clock. Shenango has just 1 timeout left. 2 first downs here in the 1st half. They're 0 for 4 on 3rd down.
Now, Neshannock has all 3. Is that correct?
Yes,
timeouts?
They have 2 left.
They have 2 left, so.
Yeah, it looks like. So they can choose to stop the clock. McConnell and company back out for another drive. They'll go to the ground, and that's going to get a couple that time up to the 17-yard line. That's Lacko once again, a 3-yard gain that time for Lacko. Colin Schaefer makes the stop. 2nd down, 7 for Shenango. Of course, halftime will be just a touch longer tonight because of the homecoming celebration. So we'll let you listen in on that here coming up in about 3 minutes. McConnell, high snap, draw. And the Neshannock defense is all over it once again as Matthew Toman flies into the backfield along with Colin Schaefer.
We called Toman's name quite a bit.
And
there's the timeout. Yep.
Mike Bonjavengo will call the timeout here with 2:57 to go. It'll be third down for Shenango after this Pontius Insurance timeout.
Yeah, Coach Bonjavengo mentioned in his second year. Coached also in Lake Norman in North Carolina. And he was at Westminster for a few years. 2009 Newcastle grad. He played at Slippery Rock. He was a Post-Gazette Fabulous 22 player back in his days. Dad Frank played for his dad Frank. His dad also played at SRU. Granddad Frank coached here at Shenango for 33 years with 207 victories. And yes, the field named after him here. Quite an honor probably for Coach Bonjavengo to come back here and be able to play on this field, or coach on this field. Yeah, good time out there by the Neshannock. You definitely want to try to get the ball back, get plenty of time to score. If you can get a hold here, call another timeout. So you'll at least have over 2 minutes. The Shenango offense having all kinds of problems. Need a first down here for Shenango if you can.
They're down in 6. McConnell going to air it out, showing off that arm. Got a man, Ross, and he couldn't connect. It's going to bring up fourth down, and they'll punt from deep in their own territory once again. 0 for 5 on third down here in the first half.
Yeah, pretty good coverage there. The one-on-one coverage. I was Brady Frazzo on the coverage.
So the timeout works for Mike Bonjavengo as the Neshannock will get the ball back here one more time. And don't forget, they get the kick to start the second half, too.
Plus, you still have timeouts. You got plenty of time here.
Aiken and Frasso back deep to receive for the Lancers. McConnell will punt from inside his 5. He directs that one towards the sideline, takes a bit of a Shenango hop, and it's out of bounds, but it'll be plus territory for the Lancers. 1st and 10 from the Shenango 47.
And another flag down on the field. Referees are getting their money's worth. See what that call was on the far side. It's against Shenango's, and the Neshannock will decline that penalty. They'll take the yardage here after the not so good punt, only about 31 yards. So Neshannock, great field position here. Still got 2:46 on the clock. Still got a timeout left. Try to put up 7 more.
Aiken in the backfield. Nico Madur is in the slot on the far side. The backup quarterback. He's a jack of all trades for this offense. Up the middle with Aiken. Aiken, good head of steam as he gets the first down to the 35. 12-yard gain for Aiken, who's closing in on 100 yards here in the first half.
Yeah, he's definitely close, that's for sure.
14 carries for 88 yards here in the first half. And they just continue to pound the football.
And Shenango's going to call their last timeout. I'll give credit that you mentioned that offensive line. I mean, they're really opening up the holes.
And again, this is an offensive line that had to reshuffle some parts coming into the season. Dante Canciello played some last year. Mike DeSanti played some last year. We saw Cadence Carter in spots last year, late in games, but you know, Tony Parada up front was fantastic. They really had a veteran offensive line a season ago, and that was the big question for this Neshannock team. Could they continue to pound the football and run the ball like they have in the past? And the answer to that question so far is yes.
Yeah, tonight for sure.
And they're deep up front, too. I mean, they go 7 deep if they need to rotate Santino Sabra or Antoine Pasciano in there as well. They can go 7 deep.
Looks like we might have found our works in progress fan of the game there.
First down and 10 from the 35. Option out to the far side, Aiken. And he is met right in the hole. That is Dando once again on the stop for Shenango. And that's going to bring up second down with 2:15 to go. Hustle to the line. Rocco will fake it to Aiken. Going to throw. Diving catch. Or diving attempt made by Beeman, but that falls incomplete.
Yeah, had him. Unfortunately, a low throw.
That's going to bring up third down and 5. Just for discussion purposes here, Amari Rapchak has not attempted a field goal this season, so we don't necessarily know what his range is. Gino will fake. Fiore had hands on him, and then you got a flag, a late flag on the far side as Lacko brings him down. There might be a face mask on Fiore on the initial contact. We'll check the flag here with 1:55 to go in the half. Fiore made good contact, good pressure up the field to blow that play up. They're talking to Mike Bongivengo on the far side. It's a personal foul. It is a face mask, and it is against Shenango.
So give him the yardage plus the, it was about a 2-yard carry there.
So it's going to be an automatic first down for Mazzocco and company.
Yeah, half the distance to the goal. Put him inside the red zone on Wilmington Road.
It's the 12th first down for Neshannock in the first half.
I need to get over the red zone and the new bag to carry all my stuff and radio equipment and stuff like that. We need to go over the red zone and get that taken care of sometime soon.
You got luggage, Jay.
Yeah.
Mazzocco will keep. Gonna flip it out of the backfield and wide open for the touchdown to extend the lead. That is Beeman who catches the touchdown pass for Neshannock. And just watch the LCAP replay here. Good fake to Aiken. Rolls out and just fires it in the end zone.
Yeah, I think it was Ryan Cameron, number 9, with that play. Yeah, definitely. But wide open, great fake there by Mazzocco.
So Rapchak to attempt the point after it is up, and it is good. 28-7, the lead now for the Lancers as they get one here late in the second quarter.
That's what you're looking for. Use that timeout, force them to punt. Had plenty of time to go downfield. Nice throw there by Mazzocco to Cameron. .22 yards, you said there.
Rapchak continues his impressive night, 4 for 4 in extra points.
Yeah, the only bright spot for Shenango is that 85-yard touchdown return when we had to turn the crowd mic down.
So again, they take advantage of the field position there, starting at the 47. And Rapchak will kick it away here as Neshannock sees control of this game. Big one going on the eastern side of the state as LaSalle and Roman Catholic tonight in the Philly Catholic League. That's a 21-all game.
Jeez.
That's the defending 5A runner-up, or the 5A runner-up a season ago, Roman, and a team that many feel is going to play for the 6A title this year in LaSalle.
No St. Joe's prep?
We'll see. They're certainly going to have to earn it if they want to get there. We'll have a scoreboard update for you coming up at the half. A lot of big games going on outside the area, inside the area, all over the place tonight.
Yeah, Mohawk 14-13 over Union at the half. Good one there.
Figured that would be a tight ball game.
Yeah, Mohawk, unfortunately, ever since Cash Strat went down, that offense has just sputtered, and the whole team has sputtered. The big loss. Elwood City and New Brighton tied at 6 at the half. Laurel up 36-0 on Northgate. So that's the mercy rule going into effect at Laurel.
We're going to get a Pontius Insurance timeout here once again with 1:38 to go.
Central Catholic leading 7-0 over North Allegheny at the end of 1.
Probably the first time of 2 meetings for those two this season, you would think anyway.
And Newcastle leading Aliquippa 6-0.
Interesting.
Yeah, in the first half.
Of course, remember last week, Aliquippa pushed to the brink by Penn Hills. Had to score with 5 seconds to go in that game to win it.
You see people complaining about the lights going off. Like, come on. They got the touchdown. A lot of high schools, though, now having those flashing lights going.
Of course, our boy Vidge over in Neshannock does a great job with the lights. Union, same thing.
Yeah.
Can thank Penn State for that. 2nd down and 6 for this Shenango team. Quick throw out of the backfield by McConnell is caught over on the far side. That's Albertini who makes the catch. But he is way short of the first down.
Yeah, Aiken just read that. Blitz was coming for the outside. Anything Shenango tries to do right now, forget it. Aiken, nice one-on-one coverage there on the outside. The open field tackle for Aiken. He's doing a little bit of everything here tonight. We have to pick an MVP Insurance MVP of the game here tonight, Eric.
Have that coming up later tonight. It's going to be a loss of 3 on the pass.
Aiken keeps on making plays like that. Of course, offensively, he's already one of the stars of the game so far. Yeah, I didn't realize Marino Graham for Newcastle, only a freshman, the quarterback. Also going to be a starting point guard, they say, for the Newcastle basketball team.
They're going to need that replacement, but most of those guys from last year's team, minus Ralphie Blundo, back. So that'll be a really strong Newcastle team this season, you would think anyway. 66 seconds to go here in the first half. Long way away from hoops, though. I know open gyms are about to start, but...
Well, what do you mean about to start?
Now they have, yeah. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty here against the Neshannock. So,
or as I call them, the mandatory open gyms have started. How about that?
It's the tryouts, but we know who's on the team type of thing.
Yeah, it's in November there. But you better be going to those off-season gyms.
Yeah, interesting, too, that, last year Neshannock's season ended in the state tournament with Cumberland Valley. They actually tried to get Cumberland Valley to sign a home and home. As they'll hand it off, get a first down. Good run by Albertini across the 25 to the 27. Call it the 26. 5-yard gain that time for Albertini.
And that should do it for the first half. Shenango should get out of here. They need to run another play. Neshannock can only stop the. I think they're out of timeouts. So let's get out of here with a 28-7 lead. And like you said, Neshannock, they get the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah, it's going to take 2 touchdowns for a running clock, but they have controlled this game.
And Shenango's content right now to get out of here, trailing 28-7 also.
So they get to the line with 30 seconds to go. Should be the final play of the half. It's McConnell, the salvo, Up the gut, Nico across the 30 to the 31 is a 4-yard gain that time for DeSalvo.
Yeah, that should do it.
Schaefer again on the stop. He's had a good first half.
Yes, he has.
For Neshannock, and that appears to be it for the first half. So Shenango gets on the board first with the opening kickoff return for a touchdown. Then it's been all Lancers since. 28 unanswered for Neshannock as they lead this one at the half, 28-7. We'll come back with the UPMC at the halftime show. We'll give you the homecoming ceremonies. We'll round up the scores and give you the stats from the first half. You're watching high school football coverage on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Acts can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Yeah, welcome back. Halftime here at Shenango High School. Give me time now for the Neshannock Marching Band taking the field.
just hired one in November.
I think she wants
Out of Pittsburgh.
I think she wants more into the city.
Well, the one we hired graduated from there. She lives in Pittsburgh.
I don't know.
Our next selection will feature Atlanta Reds, released in 1981 by Earth, Wind, and Fire. This next tune features a post-disco feel and a catchy bass line. Please enjoy Atlanta's band's performance of Let's Groove.
Oh, really?
And then she had to tape it online.
Okay.
And they would not give her.
Okay. But it's a Calvin, you said, right? You said it's a Calvin, right?
That's what she said. No, Westinghouse.
Oh, okay. Did you say Calvin?
She's going to put in it. There's a cowboy in Pittsburgh.
In Robinson. Well, yeah, there's one in Robinson and there's one in Neville, around Neville Island. I don't know which one.
But she got this Westinghouse, so I don't know.
If it's the one in Neville, I might have something. Let me know. I don't have Robinson. My engineer that I had that worked for me is now, he just got the plant manager job place in Neville Island. So I might be able to help him there. But he was an engineer, so he's hard to even bullshit. He was really good. So he'll know, you know what I mean? I don't know that even if I said somebody, if they weren't good enough, he wouldn't. But yeah, let me know, because I'll call. We got cold all of a sudden.
It's going to be a long second.
Yes, especially if you don't turn it around.
You know, I'll be leaving that.
The band's closing tune was first performed in 1938 by Bob Haggard and Ray Braddock. Since then, this classic swing tune has been covered by several artists and groups, featuring our instrumental seniors Nate Anderson, Ava Guaiza, Maston Burkett, Callie Dubé, Ruby Evans, Christian Hale, Ethan Jackson, Sienna Carmesy, Madison Lysiak, Marley Morgan, Lexi Pino, Jack Streeley, and Lucas Walzer. Here is Big Noise from Winnetka.
And a very nice performance by the Neshannock Marching Band. Now it will be time for the homecoming festivities here at Shenango High School. The Shenango Marching Band will be taking the field and announce the 2025 homecoming queen. You're live here from Shenango High School, 28-7, Neshannock at halftime.
So I was asking her, she's a very active surgeon, and I told her I had all this done and, whatever.
Good evening. Welcome to Shenango High School's 70th homecoming. The first candidate on the 2025 homecoming court is Giada C. Christopher. Giada is the daughter of April and Chad Christopher. Giada has one brother, Chad Christopher. Giada is a member of our Wildcat volleyball team, SAD Club, Student Council, and Honor Club. Outside of school, Giada enjoys babysitting, working out, and spending time with family and friends. Her future plans include attending a 4-year university and pursue a career in dentistry. Giada is being escorted by Isaac Schaefer. Isaac is the son of Kylie and Brian Schaefer. Isaac has one brother, Caleb, and one sister, Megan. Outside of school, Isaac enjoys racing motocross, working with family, and helping out at Victory Family Church. His future plans include acquiring a trade in construction and owning his own construction business. Our next candidate is Ella E. Farrell. Ella is the daughter of Laura Pesky and Jim Farrell. Ella has one brother, Max. Ella has been a member of our Wildcat basketball team for 10 years, volleyball team for 7 years, SAD Club, peer leadership, student council, water girl for football, athletic trainer assistant, and has volunteered in the elementary school assisting teachers. Outside of school, Ella enjoys babysitting for family and friends, hanging out with her friends, and shopping. Ella's future plans include attending a 4-year university to major in special education teaching. Ella is being escorted tonight by Hunter Rumble. Hunter is the son of Mandy and Josh Rumble. He has two brothers, Chase and Carter. Hunter is a member of the Wildcat track and field hurdler team and the golf team. Outside of school, he enjoys playing golf with friends and fishing. Hunter's future plans include continuing his education at Youngstown State University. Our next candidate is Mara C. Hilton. Mara is the daughter of Amy and Bob Hilton. She has two brothers, Brady and Connor. Mara is student council president, senior class secretary, president of concert choir, captain of varsity dance line, member of the National Honor Society, vice president of peer leadership, secretary of SAD Club, treble and mixed chamber singers, drama club, and president of Spanish Club. Outside of school, Mara mentors 5th and 6th grade dance line members and is employed at Frank's Car Club. Mara's future plans include attending Penn State University to pursue a career as a pediatrician. Mara is being escorted by Christian Anrock. Christian is the son of Tasha and Jeff Anrock. He has one brother, Holden. Christian is a member of the varsity baseball team and currently serves as president of the Conservation Club and is a member of the National Honor Society and peer leadership. Outside of school, Christian is a member of the Belant Methodist Church as well as the Lawrence County Sportsmen Association. In his free time, he enjoys fishing, hunting, and playing his guitar. Christian's future plans include playing baseball at Messiah University, where he will study chiropractic medicine or physical therapy. Your next candidate is Zoe R. Offie. Zoe is the daughter of Allison and Mike Offie. She has one sister, Josie. Zoe is a 3-year letterman in varsity softball, varsity volleyball, volleyball captain, president of peer leadership, a National Honor Society member, SAD Club president, mixed and treble chamber singers, student council, Spanish club, class of 2026 treasurer, citizenship award recipient. Outside of school, Zoe is the owner of Batter Up Cookies and Arches and Slumber Sweets. She also is a volunteer for Shenango T-ball practices. Zoe's future plans include attending Duquesne University and the Doctor of Pharmacy program. Zoe is being escorted by Jack Keeler. Jack is the son of Michelle and Chris Keeler. He has 2 sisters, Claire and Alina. Jack is a member of our Wildcat baseball team, member and president of the Wildcat golf team, choir, and honor roll student. Jack's future plans include attending a 4-year college with a major undecided. Our next candidate is Grace M. Pegley. Grace is the daughter of Betty and Anthony Pegley. Grace has one sister, Annabella. Grace is senior class vice president, co-captain of Wildcat Varsity Cheer, member of the yearbook staff, student council, Spanish club, SAD club, mixed and treble chamber singers, secretary of peer leadership, president of National Honor Society, 2024 Citizenship Award recipient, concert choir historian, and High Honor Roll 2022 to president. Outside of school, Grace enjoys being 5th and 6th grade Mighty Cat cheer mentor and has participated in competitive cheer for 15 years. Grace's future plans include attending a 4-year university to study pre-med and continue on to medical school in hopes of becoming an oncologist. Grace is being escorted by Joseph Esposito. Joseph is the son of Christine and Rob Esposito. He has one sister, Emily. Joseph is a member of the Wildcat Indoor and Outdoor Track, member and president of Marching Band, mixed and men's chamber singers, jazz band, rock band, drama club, peer leadership, and youth for Christ. Outside of school, Joseph is employed at Fort West Drive-In. Joseph's future plans include attending a 4-year university and majoring in engineering. Next is Kaylee N. Ryan. Kaylee is the daughter of Michelle and Richard Ryan. She has one brother, Anthony. Kaylee is a 4-year member of the Wildcat Varsity Cheer Team, National Honor Society, yearbook staff, SAD Club, Spanish Club, and recipient of the Seton Hills Women in Science Award. Outside of school, Kaylee is a 6-year member of competitive cheer, gymnastics coach at Leaps and Browns, social media manager of Duke's Baseball Club, and spent 3 years mentoring many and mighty Wildcat cheerleaders. Kaylee's future plans include attending Penn State University to major in kinesiology and go on to postgraduate occupational therapy school to become a pediatric occupational therapist. Kaylee is being escorted by Gabriel Christopher. Gabe is the son of Nikki and B.C. Christopher. He has one brother, Michael. Gabe is a member and vice president of the Conservation Club. Gabe plans on attending a 4-year college and majoring in business. our 2024 homecoming queen, Julia Graham. Julia is the daughter of Sarah and James Graham. Julia has 2 brothers, DJ and Evan, and 1 sister, Elizabeth. Julia is currently attending IUP's pre-chiropractic program and will pursue her doctorate at Sherman College of Chiropractic. Julia's escort is Andrew Dominic. Andrew is the son of Marlyn and Jason Dominic. He has 1 brother, Jason, and 1 sister, Allison. Andrew is currently attending Youngstown State University and majoring in pre-medicine. Your 2025 homecoming queen is Mara Hilton.
So there is the halftime celebration, the homecoming announcement here at Shenango High School, where Neshannock leads at 28-7. Let's run down the first half scoring and statistics for you. It was Jay-Sean Williams' 85-yard kickoff return to get things started scoring-wise, and then 2 Anthony Aiken touchdown runs, 2 Gino Mazzacco touchdowns, 1 a run and 1 a pass, and 28 unanswered for the Lancers. They lead at 28-7. See the halftime stats there? Just totally dominated by the Lancers over the course of that second quarter. You hear the fireworks going off behind us for the homecoming celebration as they rack up 213 yards in the first half, 151 on the ground. And Mazzacco threw for 62. Big performance in the first half by Anthony Aiken, 14 carries for 88 yards to lead Neshannock. For Shenango, not much to really write home about outside of the kickoff return, as Caleb McConnell finished 2 of 6 for 6 yards passing in the first half. Tommy Lacko did have 4 carries for 27 yards, mostly in the second quarter. Nico DeSalvo has played tonight, but he has been pretty slow to get going, just 4 carries for 14 yards for Shenango, and they only have 47 total yards of offense. You see the penalties there. And interestingly enough, these two teams have combined to go 0 of 8 on third down, but Neshannock has 12 first downs in the half. And that just tells you how much they've been moving it on first and second down. But 0 of 8 combined on third down for these two teams in the first half. Let's take a look at our Newcastle Transit out-of-town scoreboard update. Newcastle Transit Authority going your way. And we will let you know what's going on all over the place. Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit newcastletransit.org for more information and route schedules. And remember, senior citizens ride for free. In 2A at halftime, Mohawk 14-13 lead over Union. That game again is at the half. Elwood City and New Brighton are tied at 6. That is also at the half. The only game that is out of question right now in the Big 7, Laurel leads Northgate 43-0. That game is also at the half. In District 10, Farrell leads Wilmington 16-7 at the half. And the big score of the night in the 4A Parkway Conference, it's Newcastle on a Gran Marino touchdown pass, leading Aliquippa 6-0 also at the half.
Yeah.
You can follow along all of the scores the rest of the night on our bottom line, and we'll give you one more update before we get out of here tonight. Lee Moen rejoins me here in the booth, and really, look, a good performance by Neshannock. We figured that they were going to, at some point, start to impose their will in this game. Shenango just does not have the depth right now.
No.
They're playing tough, but they're young in some key spots. Their defense came to play early in this game, but since Neshannock really started to concentrate on running the football, they've been unstoppable in that first half.
Yeah, Aiken almost 100 yards in that first half, and they basically imposed their will on defensively, offensively. Offensively, Shenango just doesn't have the horses up front to get things done. McConnell's been complete under pressure. The passes he has tried is just 2-3-step drops and throw. And a lot of times those are, the Neshannock doing a nice job in the man-to-man coverage downfield. So Shenango really have no answers here so far in this first half. But it is another half, so let's see if they can come up with a stop here to start this second half possibly, and then maybe get some momentum possibly. So 2 other scores real quick. Central Catholic leading North Allegheny 7-3 close to halftime, and Peters Township and Upper St. Clair tied at 10 at halftime. North Catholic up on Amani 16-8 close to halftime there. So around the WPIAL.
Interesting. Upper St. Clair apparently has figured out the Peters defense. Peters defense hadn't given a point up, I think, in 4 games, 3 games, something like that?
Something like that, yeah. Congratulations to Mara Hill, our homecoming queen here at Shenango. I think we might be done with actually Laurel's homecoming is next week. But I do not think we will be there for that one because they play the Summit Academy.
So we are underway to start the second half, and it's Neshannock who will start things here after the return by Aiken. And they will have their offense on the field here to begin things in the second quarter, trying to add to that lead. And Gino Mazzocco and company were impressive on the ground.
Yeah, they sure were. Pretty impressive first half. So I had Aiken for 96 yards in the first half. I'm sure you had the official numbers there.
88's what we had, but we'll give him 96. We'll get him close. We'll give him the extra fantasy numbers.
Yeah.
This is among the worst starting field position that Neshannock has had in this game, the 31. They've been in plus territory pretty much all night as Mazzocco will carry on the first play of the second half, brought down by Nico DeSalvo. Initially contacted by Nico DeSalvo, and he gets to the 35, so it's a 4-yard gain for Mazzocco. And that'll bring up second down and 4. Second down and 6, I beg your pardon. Clear night here in Shenango as action all across the region. And again, those important games will keep you updated. Farrell has taken control of that game with Wilmington. Now it's 30-7, Farrell. As Mazzocco scrambles, fires, and a diving effort by Frasso on the far side falls incomplete. So here we go, another third down to start things here. There is a flag down. See what that flag is for. And it looks like it might, for the moment anyway, be on the Lancers because they're coming back here. And it is against Neshannock.
So they will take the penalty.
It's an illegal procedure penalty. That's the 5th penalty on the Lancers tonight. And it'll remain second down here, so replay the down. Mazzocco the pitch, far side, Edworthy around the corner. Edworthy turns upfield and gets to the 35, and he is tackled there.
Well, nice play by Dando.
Yep,
He's had his nice game.
He has. That is just the second carry for Edworthy in this game tonight.
Yeah, Dando part of the baseball team at Shenango.
So now we bring up third down for this Neshannock team. Trying to keep this drive alive early in this third quarter, up by 21. They fake it to Aiken. They hand it off to Edworthy. Good arm tackle that time to slow up Edworthy, but he dives forward, and he should have enough for the first down.
And Waiting for a flag, possibly some extracurricular down there. Jason Williams and Kristen Wozniak was going at it. Referee chose not to throw anything. Neshannock gets the first down, though.
It is their first conversion on a third down tonight, and that's also their 13th first down. So, I mean, the third down thing is a little bit of an aberration because they're moving the ball. So Mazzocca will go back to pass again, fires it far side, and that pass is complete. Incomplete. So Mazzocca misses that one, and that'll bring up second down.
He hasn't had a good night throwing the ball. Had a couple completions here and there. Got the touchdown pass, but he's been short in a couple of those throws.
Yeah, he's just been a hair off this season.
Yeah.
We said it, 50% completion percentage. His completion percentage last year was phenomenal. He made big strides from his sophomore to his junior year. Just a tick off right now as they hand it off to Aiken again. Aiken exploding through the hole and carrying the pile across the 50 into Shenango territory, and another Lancers first down. Here's your LCAP instant replay. You see him initially fight through that contact. Blacko and Dando were there for the stop.
Yeah, he's also on the baseball team is Aiken. What's a 4.540 does Aiken.
Here we come to the near side with Aiken now, and Connor Click had him, but Aiken spun backwards to get through him across the 45 to the 44 for another 4-yard gain.
Now we both have him officially over 100 yards.
16 carries for $102.
Yeah.
And 2 touchdowns. First down and 10, or second down rather, and 5, I beg your pardon, for Neshannock here as they go trips to the top of your screen. Mazzocco looks to his left, throws that way. Beeman had it in and out of his hands and dropped it.
Can't blame that one on this Mazzocco.
And Gino is now 1 for his last 6.
Yeah,
Beeman three straight.
Yeah, Beeman just tried to run, but before he had it. Would have had the first down probably. Just need the ball to do it.
So another third down for the Lancers here. Third down and 6. As Gino looks over that sideline.
Yeah, blitz was coming. Good to see DeSalvo out there on defense there.
Nico Madura is in at the wing spot. Fake to Edworthy. Mazzocco trying to speed to the edge. Flings it. Catch made on the far side. It's Cameron. You get a late flag after the play. Cameron made the catch, and he is out of bounds on the far sideline. Would be a first down if the play stands. Flag was away from the play. That play was all the way over on the far sideline, and the flag came in from the near side.
Illegal man downfield. The call on the Neshannock.
So that's going to wipe out the first down. We'll have to do it all again. That'll be a 10-yard penalty on the Lancers.
Well, this might be the most flags I've seen this year.
6 now on Neshannock, and that's going to be 12 between the two for the game. You know, these two got together last year. 794 yards of offense, 565 on the ground, and they combined for 57 points.
Jeez.
I don't know that the numbers are going to approach that in terms of totality tonight as Mazzocco flings it downfield. Beautiful pass and a first down completion down the field to Sammy Flora.
First time we called his name tonight, and Neshannock's going to hurry up this offense and check out the LCAP instant replay. Wide open, nice route there by Flora.
It's a 20-yard gain from Mazzocco, who needed that completion. And Gino will get it out to the far side that time. That was Frasso.
Yeah, give him 6 in that play. Frasso just a simple out. Neshannock, the up-tempo offense right now.
Frasso's second catch. Aiken over the pile, spins, carrying guys again. He is down to the 15-yard line. That's going to be another 10-yard gain and another Neshannock first down.
Yeah, love the leap there. Leaping over his own guys that had the pancake walks on the Shenango defense there.
You are allowed to leap the pile like that.
Yes.
You cannot hurdle a defender.
Which I disagree with, but
yeah, I tend to disagree with that too. Hand off. Nope, Gino keeps. Found space. Mazzocco cuts back again, spun around and taken down inside the 5, and that will set up first and goal. Neshannock was already in the red zone. Make sure you stop by the red zone on Wilmington Avenue for our local county sporting good needs, as it is first down number 18 for the Lancers tonight, a 12-yard gain for Mazzocco.
Yeah, Mazzocco had 14 TDs rushing last year. Oh, he's got one here tonight, looking for number 2 possibly, but Aiken's going to get it.
He sure is. 3-yard touchdown run for Anthony Aiken. And just like that, the Lancers go right down the field to start this third quarter with 7:32 to go in the quarter, and they have extended to a 34-7 lead.
What a third touchdown for Aiken.
Amari Rapchak to attempt the point after. It's a 69-yard drive to start things here in the third for the Lancers, and they have now scored 34 unanswered. And Rapchak's point after is up, and it is through. So it's 7:32 to go in the third quarter, a 69-yard drive guided by Gino Mazzocco and Neshannock, and they extend a lead to 35-7. You're watching high school football coverage on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands.
Back here at Shenango High School, Eric Thomas and Lee Moan with you as we are about halfway through this third quarter. 35-7. It is Neshannock in front of Shenango here on homecoming night at Frank Bongiovango Field. Shenango back in action next week. They'll take on Rochester. That becomes an all-important game for them to maintain their pace. Next week for Neshannock, it'll be Burgettstown. You know,
a long haul.
That is a long haul. That is a difficult town to get to, especially if you're going there for music. As that kickoff is fielded inside the 5 by Williams, and he will get taken down right around the 13, 14-yard line, and that's where Shenango will put it in play, 1st and 10 to start this drive.
I will not go down there for music for that fact.
Yeah, if you have to go to if you're going to a concert there, say tomorrow, leave now.
Yeah. And then make sure you take the day off work the next day, because you might not get back to the next morning.
Take a month off work. A couple storylines here as we enter week 5. How about Newcastle tonight, 6-0 over Aliquippa. This is the toughest stretch of their season. Mohawks in a must-win game tonight against Union. This is the beginning of a tough stretch for Shenango. And Beaver Falls, after that win over Mohawk last week, first win in 665 days. Let's test your knowledge, Mr. Moan. What was the last Beaver Falls victory before last Friday?
Championship game?
That is correct. They won the WPIAL title under Nick Nardone, that epic season that they had. And, of course, Westinghouse, they're not going anywhere. Single A, they're going to be a power in Single A, as they won a share of the City League title last night with a win over Alderdice. They play those games on Thursday.
We got a chassis toss going on here. I didn't hear the ticket. We can pause it. Pull the number over here. See if we get the winning ticket for the chassis thing. What do you think? 675. You can have the honors, my friend. Yeah,
So
we're up here.
You may toss.
There's the chassis toss. Another loser here up in the press box. Thanks to Lurie Heights Specialty Cookies for sponsoring the chassis toss. And I'm sure the one I have in my pocket is going to be, we can do double chassis toss. That was close, though. It was only 26 off, but oh well. Thanks to Lurie Heights for sponsoring the chassis toss here tonight. here in the Lawrence County Sports Network.
A 1-yard gain on first down for Shenango, and they'll have 2nd and 9. And off to DeSalvo, full head of steam, trying to barrel his way across the 25 and does. Tackle made by Talcott Watts.
Well, that's pretty close there. Yeah, only 26 tickets. Chaussee's, on the other hand, not close.
So 3rd down and 4 after that 5-yard DeSalvo carry.
Yeah, what do you think the chances of us hitting another one?
Well, it's got to be you and me because that's the luck we had last year.
Yeah, that's true. So we got to go back to Union, right?
Well, I'll refrain from comment as McConnell will fake to DeSalvo. He rolls out. The freshman tucks.
Oh, there's no one open.
And he is going to get leveled as he gets to the 20-yard line. And slow to get up is Matthew Toman, who laid the hit that time.
Yeah, everybody was covered downfield. They had 3-4 receivers out there, and everybody man-to-man, and just McConnell had to tuck it and run. Frustration building up now.
Yeah, this is now going to be 2 straight games in which Shenango has scored the first touchdown of the night, but they've been unable to capitalize on it beyond that.
Yeah, by the way, specialty cookies by Lori Heights. Get a hold of James Dotson, and he'll refer you to the get a hold of Lori Heights of the fair catch made by Neshannock. But her cookies are fantastic, so if you need anything specially done, get a hold of Lori Heights. Thank you for her for sponsoring the Chaussee Toss. And she still makes chocolate chip cookies in his honor.
So Neshannock will take over 1st and 10 at the 47. They're in plus territory again. This is the 4th drive tonight they've started in Shenango territory. Enjoying some late dinner here tonight.
Yeah, I knew who that was, enjoying a hot dog out there.
Of course, big thanks to the staff here at Shenango.
Oh, yeah.
They always take care of us when we're here. Well fed. It's Mazzocco back to pass. He pumps. Gino looks. Nothing open. Will take off. Getting to the outside and doing a nice job to get to the sideline. He's going to pick up 1 on the run. Didn't lose anything, and that's a good job by Gino knowing he could get there without any damage done. Going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, some Augustine pizza as he's sitting right to our right.
You said the magic word, sir.
Yeah, pizza?
Yes. Any day of the week, 24/7. And off Aiken, breaks away from the pile. Here he goes. Anthony Aiken off to the races. Turns on the Jets at the end and is dragged down. No, he's not. He stays in bounds. What a run by Anthony Aiken. 46 yards to the house on one of the most impressive runs that young man has had all season long. And it's 41-7. Watch the end of this run. He is down. Nope. Touchdown.
Making Parada Jones-McCree proud on that touchdown run. That man might get 2 shirts tonight for a play of the game and an MVP. What a run.
4 touchdowns for Aiken tonight. 46 yards. And Rapchak will add the point after. Kick is away, and it is through. 42-7. We are in the mercy rule here at Shenango. It'll be a running clock the rest of the way. You're watching high school football coverage on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Anthony Aiken's 4th touchdown of the night. 46-yard run gives Neshannock a 42-7 lead. How about the Lancers the last 2 seasons? 34 touchdowns now of 20 or more yards, 2 of them here tonight, and 8 in the last 2 weeks. They have 13 for the season of that variety, and 8 of them have come in the last 2 games. As Williams tries to get away from the special teams, he is going to be hammered out of bounds, knocking over some of the equipment there. Good view there on the sideline. Yeah, so Mazzaco's 22-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Cameron, and then Aiken's 46-yard run now gives them 34 of those touchdowns in the last 2 seasons.
Well, time to break out the reserves now. See the second team come in for Neshannock. See a lot of the second teamers coming in. Try to make sure we get all those numbers in as much as we can. Shenango, not a lot of players, so you're still going to see a lot of their first teamers out there.
How about 19 for 161 and 4 touchdowns tonight for Aiken?
That's pretty impressive.
So McConnell will keep option near side to Salvo. Good run by Nico. Lowers the helmet and levels the Lancers defender. That was Ryan Cameron who took the brunt of that.
Check out this hit. Actually, not a hit, the bowl over.
It's going to be shy of a first down, ball at the 29.
That's how you lower your shoulder, my friend. 42-7, I'm still going to play hard.
Yeah, that's without question for this team. That is what's so nice about them and what is so likable about this Shenango team and what Jimmy Graham does here. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground here.
Well, McConnell's fortunate to hang on to that ball. Almost got it stripped out.
So Aiken, by the way, 426 yards rushing his last 3 games and 9 rushing touchdowns.
Aiden Turner in on the tackle.
He is an impressive young man.
Yes.
Anthony Aiken.
Yeah, he is. So we'll get to see him in the spring on the diamond.
Just the 4th first down tonight for Shenango. That puts McConnell finally in plus numbers running the ball. DeSalvo was short gain that time to the 33.
Yeah, bottom of that pile, looks like Joey DiMuccio.
Another young player for this Neshannock team, DiMuccio. Just a freshman. So Mike Ponjavengo has not been shy about getting some of these younger guys in the game. I mean, they had to go to some by necessity. Taka Watts replaced Veronese on the defensive front. And they have quality backups there in Brennan Stewart and Mike DeSanti, but you'd rather try to keep those guys one way because they work so hard on the offensive line as the pass intended for Albertini is incomplete.
They throw a little bit too quick.
So let's size up this Shenango team the rest of the way here. Rochester next week, that's a winnable game for them. They will have to go on the road for that. Laurel in 2 weeks. That's a rivalry game. You never know what you're going to get. That's here. Fort Cherry on October 17th is also here. I think we know what we're going to get from Fort Cherry in that game, and then they finish up at Summit Academy. So if they can split the remaining 4 games and go 2-2, this team is going to be in the playoffs, I would think. Talk about Neshannock.
Pretty good paper. Yeah, pretty good.
Talk about Neshannock here in a second as McConnell fakes to DeSalvo. Cuts back the other way. Gets a good block. Caleb needs somewhere to go with it. Nothing downfield, and Wyan and Schaefer are going to stop him right near the 30-yard line. It's going to be back at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to officially go as no gain. There is a flag down. It's going to be a hold on Shenango, and Neshannock will decline that. So the ball taken to the 29. It's officially no gain then by McConnell. His growing pains continue here as we're going to get the punt unit out. McConnell will boot it away again. Clock down to 1:10. Neshannock's going to roll here to another victory. They're going to be 4-1 on the season. Good Shenango bouncer. More importantly, 2-0 in the Big 7. And now for the Lancers coming up. We said Burgettstown next week. Winnable game for them. And then the fun starts because it'll be Southside. They're hosting Southside. Travel to Summit Academy for a Saturday contest. And then they finish up on the 24th against Laurel.
That's the game everybody's been circling since the beginning of the year. And right now it's on pace to be the game of the year in Lawrence County.
Southside, for sure in Lawrence County. In the Big Seven, Southside will have something to say about who wins it. So they still get an opportunity to knock off both. And
yeah, that wing tee's tough to defend.
Coach Treblepiece, Luke knows his football there. He is one heck of a coach. As Edworthy gets the carry on first down, gets to the 15 and is stopped. He's pushed backwards that time.
That's Kamer.
He's had a good night defensively for Shenango. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play by Edworthy.
And the Neshannock player hobbling off there. That's Brendan Stewart. Twisting that left ankle.
Antoine Pasciano is one of the backups, but I think they're going to let this dwindle down to end the third, and they will do just that. So we'll have a running clock in the fourth quarter as Neshannock controls this one ahead by 35. You're watching high school football coverage on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Kick off the school year with a visit to Sims Cafe on Wilmington Road, serving breakfast, lunch, and signature beverages. Stop in, give them a call, or order online at simscafe.net. Kids 10 and under get a free pancake or waffle every Saturday. With new specials weekly, it's no wonder Sims Cafe is where sandwiches equal smiles.
Alongside Lee Moe and Eric Thomas with you here as we begin the fourth quarter from Bonjavango Field at Shenango High School. It's a 42-7 lead for Newcastle. You can see the bottom line there. Farrell controlling Wilmington. That's now 44-7 in the fourth.
Yeah, Mohawk now leading Union 21-13.
As Neshannock will hand it off on second down. That is Edworthy on the carry.
New Brighton leading Elwood City 14-12.
That's a big surprise.
That's an up and down Elwood City team this year.
And that's in the fourth that Union Mohawk game, I would suppose. So they go quick again. Mazzocco rolling out, stops, reverses pivot. It's going to have to just throw it away. It's a 3-yard gain. The play before that by Edworthy, and another incompletion here from Mazzocco, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Of course, Elwood's been known for some heroics this year.
Yeah, they seem to have an it factor with
Coach Bradley.
Everything this year.
Yeah.
How about on the Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard? Newcastle leading Aliquippa 12-6.
I thought I heard a roar across the way.
We've talked so much about this 3-game schedule for Newcastle and them getting through, trying to win at least 2 of those games. If they get tonight and they get Montour and West Allegheny still yet to come in the next 2 weeks, look out. That team has really figured out the way to beat teams and the way to ease your freshman quarterback's growing pains, run the football and play defense, and they are doing both in a big way. And how about the last 11 quarters? They've given up 6 points. Now, there's still a lot to go here in this game against Aliquippa tonight, but 6 points in 11 quarters for Newcastle's defense. That was unthinkable last year. McConnell's going to get swallowed up on first down.
We might not get to our post-game festivities if Newcastle hangs on to that game. That was Aiden Turner Number 65, I think it was, right? On that stop.
Yes, that was. Another backup defensive lineman for this Neshannock team is McConnell loses 5 there.
Yeah, how about Coach Mazzocco? They say, what are you going to Neshannock for? Turns that program around. And now they say, what are you going to Newcastle for?
Yep.
Well, that's why.
To be the athletic director and build a winner. And he has done just that. As DeSalvo will get the carry. Big head of steam for Nico. To the outside, a first down. He turns on the Jets. Nico cuts back, stiff arms a man, and is going to be gang tackled as he gets inside the 20. Little bright spot for Shenango there as they're inside the red zone. Brady Frasso had the stop. Good looking run by that big fella.
Yeah.
He is a load getting downhill.
Didn't see who made that block downfield for him, too.
His right arm did. Going to mark him down officially at the 18. That's a 30-yard gain for DeSalvo. Outside the kick return, that's the best play of the night for Shenango. That's just their 5th first down tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for another door and concrete block in the trenches.
1st and 10 from the 18. They'll go right back to him. DeSalvo rambling around, and he is going to get taken down around the 15, or around the 10-yard line, I beg your pardon. So it's an 8-yard gain. Again, Aiden Turner once again. He's got such a high, he's 6'3", 6'2" officially, 6'3" with the afro, 238 pounds, little Fletch reference for those of you still watching, and, he reminds me so much, and it's not to say that he is this guy, but just the way that he is so upper body dominant. You watch a guy like Derrick Henry at the NFL level, who is very tough to bring down, keeps the legs working, just has that upper body mass.
Interesting comparison.
Yeah, and you know who else he kind of reminds me of a little bit as he barrels his way down to the 10. I know you'll remember him. A lot watching probably remember him. And his kids, both play for the Steelers, and that's Craig Hayward.
I was going to throw out Earl Campbell. But
probably not as fast, but yes. It's like watching a bowling ball roll downhill. Earl Campbell had those big thighs, and man, you just could not tackle him from the waist down. He was incredible. So it's going to be 3rd and 3. High snap over McConnell's head. This is going to go all the way back to the 35 and beyond. He slides on it. Take the loss all the way back to the 35-yard line. That is a 24-yard loss. There is a flag. Yeah, there is a flag down.
Wow. Why not a flag? It's been the theme tonight. Come on, guys. It's 42-7. Let's just make a call. And
my partner is the advocate for the officials.
But they're doing their job.
It's after the play on sportsmanlike conduct, and it is against Neshannock. So Ryan Cameron, I believe, was the player.
And I think they threw him out.
They did throw him out of the game.
Yeah, it's gone. So he'll be out for next week's game, too.
Now, wait a minute. So we got to figure out who this is.
Yeah, I don't know who it's against.
Yeah.
It's against one of the players. I don't know who against, though. Whoever it is will not be participating in next week's game.
Chris Wozniak is into the game defensively for Neshannock, so
something was done at the end of that play.
Ryan Cameron, I don't see him out there. Frasso is now the free safety. Now, they've moved guys around here in the second half anyway.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look at the coaches to see who's yelling at who right now.
So it was a 24-yard loss. It takes the ball back down to the 21. It's going to be 4th and 13. So you got the loss, and then the penalty, the 15-yard penalty, will take it back from the 36 to the 21. but it's still going to be 4th down. So it ends up really amounting to nothing there. It's going to wash out on the loss, and it'll be 4th down as McConnell will pass and air it out to the end zone. Why not? Got a man, and it's just overshot for Albertini.
In and out of his hands, second time tonight. Perfect throw by McConnell. Albertini just couldn't bring it in. Boy, beat 3 men to it, too.
So just to clarify there, that 24-yard loss stands. It was after the play, the personal foul. There was an ejection on the Neshannock side. We'll try to find out who that was that got tossed.
I couldn't tell.
I think it might have been Ryan Cameron, but then again, I don't know for sure because there was no.
We don't have a microphone on
Right.
the referee either, so it was a definite toss for sure. I said I was trying to look maybe for a coach over there just to see if he's yelling at anybody.
We're going to have reserves in here for Neshannock with a running clock the rest of the way. As Nico Madur will be in to play quarterback. And we'll get Joseph DiMuccio is in at running back. We get a Pontius Insurance timeout. Also see Rand Al-Hamad is in the game as well for Neshannock. His first action of the night here. Got some backup offensive linemen and Pontius Insurance timeout. While we have a moment, we'll tell you that coming up after the game tonight, stay tuned for our post-game show. Tri-County Principals Association will give you the Gem Master Builders and Craftsman scoring recap. We'll give you a quick preview of next week, and then we'll also award our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and our MVP Insurance MVP of the game as well.
And your podcast has been going pretty well that you and James have been doing every week. Check that out on Wednesdays.
We'll have another edition for you coming up on Wednesday night. And don't forget the Band Fest is also Wednesday night. That was postponed from earlier this week because of inclement weather. As DiMuccio going to get his first carry of the night, and he scrambles for a first down outside the out of bounds over on the Neshannock side as he gets over the 30 short of the 35.
Yeah, I was supposed to be covering that band festival, but I'll be covering volleyball now for North Allegheny. I think it's the second year in a row I've got rained out and then unable to do the following week.
It's another first down for Neshannock. They're 19th of the night as Nico Madur, who played very well last week at quarterback, will finish this thing out for Neshannock tonight. 5 minutes to go, 5:14 to go. It's a wide snap. Madur's going to take off and run. He is clamped up right near the line of scrimmage, maybe about 2 yards short of the line. Gino Fiore on the stop. So again, a couple of scores we'll update you on down the stretch here. Tight games with New Brighton and Elwood City, Mohawk and Union, Newcastle and Aliquippa, and romps tonight for Laurel. And Wilmington will suffer its second loss of the season, first to a PIAA opponent, as Farrell is on their way to another victory over Wilmington. That Farrell team just does not go away.
Yeah, Laurel's finals 50-0.
Shenango calls a Pontius Insurance timeout, so Laurel is in the books. 50. Did you say 50-0?
Yes, 50-0 final.
How about Mohawk coming back from last week's devastating loss to Beaver Falls?
Yeah, Beaver Falls, what a shocker that was, pulling out that victory last week. And now Amwani Christians come back on North Catholic. They lead North Catholic 22-16 late in the third quarter. They got a couple, a Penn State recruit on that team, and I think two D1 recruits on that Amwani Christian team.
Always. Madura will guide the offense here for the Lancers with 4:23 to go and a running clock. They've done a great job on the ground tonight. Madura will carry near side. Deco the first down. Stiff arms a man into the Shenango territory. Almost lost the ball but hung on to it. A nice job by him to maintain possession and a good run by Madura as he gets down to the 46 of the Wildcats. 23-yard pickup for Madura. Another Neshannock first down. So what does this Shenango team have to do now the rest of the way? They're obviously going to have to hope for a split at worst.
But he's still got three games. Still got what, Rochester and Summit.
And then the other two are against Laurel and Fort Cherry.
You got to concentrate on the Summit, the Rochester game, and the drawing a blank right now.
The Mucho will carry once again.
In Northgate.
New Brighton, Elwood City, 3:10 left in regulation. Still 14-12, New Brighton.
44-7 final for Farrell now over Wilmington. Wow.
It's still end of 3, 12-6. The last report we have from Newcastle and Aliquippa. Be a feather in the cap of Freddie Mazzacco if he's able to get that one done.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
So we got a 2nd down and 10 here. And Madura will keep. Trying to get to the outside. Angling towards the sideline and a nice tackle over the far side.
That was a Jay-Sean Williams. Nice tackle there. If Newcastle hangs on, that you'll hear it. You'll hear it through the crowd, like the roar from the town. 10 minutes away here.
Biggest win for Newcastle would be in a long time. Their storied history. It's been rough the last couple of years, but Freddie Mazzacco doing his job, win or lose tonight. That is, there is such a thing as a good loss sometimes. And if they were to get clipped tonight, that is still one heck of an effort. And that program has come a long way in the last 2.5 seasons. Al-Hamid will carry. And a good run by him, and he's going to pick up a first down.
54 with the tackle.
Yeah, Ryan Al-Hamid, the senior.
It's the 21st first down tonight as we are under a minute to go. Neshannock will have to run one more play.
They're just taking the play clock down.
Still a lot to play for if you're Shenango. The rest of the season, they go to the ground again. Al-Hamid to the outside, and he is going to cap this game tonight with a 33-yard touchdown run.
How about the senior getting it done, getting his first touchdown of the year? Al-Hamid, check this out on the LCAP instant replay. Get in the corner and showed the speed. The Parada Jones-McCree touchdown. Attorneys at law excellence is their guarantee. And this was a guaranteed touchdown once he got to the outside. Good block downfield. Just spring him from the outside.
All that remains to be seen is if Amari Rapchek can make it a perfect night.
But they're not going to let him.
They're going to go for 2.
He's going to stay. He's going to stay perfect.
And nothing wrong with this here. You're trying to work on something and put something on film, put something in the playbook, and then Madura also just takes the knee. So
or do that.
Yeah, that's a good gesture by Mike Bonjavengo and this Neshannock team as they are going to cruise to a win here tonight. Hasn't always been the most, the prettiest. But they have got it done here again tonight, and they have done so behind a powerful rushing attack led by Anthony Aiken. His monster night again, running the football.
I don't think we have to talk about the MVP insurance of the game.
How about
MVP of the game.
333 yards rushing tonight for Neshannock.
Pretty solid night. One last kickoff here.
Next week, Neshannock once again will be taking on Burgettstown. And this Shenango team will tangle with Rochester, a team that's gone through some issues this season with roster availability. .339 yards, by the way, 333 yards, is on 39 carries tonight.
Yeah, Burgettstown was 1-3 coming into tonight's game. So like you said earlier, a very winnable game from the Neshannock next week.
So 421-yard offensive output tonight for the Lancers as Shenango, and they will take the knee and they will let it dwindle away. And Neshannock will win it tonight by a final of 48-7. They run off 48 unanswered points in this game, and they look impressive doing it as they win it again here tonight and go to 4-1 overall. And more importantly, 2-0 in the Big Seven. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll add up the stats, give you the final scoreboard, and award our play of the game and our MVP of the game. Neshannock wins it tonight, 48-7. You've been watching high school football on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Joseph's Marketplace is Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Here at Shenango, the teachers and staff love their Wildcats. In the classroom or wearing the blue and gold, we have their back, and we wish the Cats the best this season.
This video is brought to you by the Shenango Area Education Association.
Nominations are now being accepted for the LCAP Team of the Month and the LGKG Male and Female Athlete of the Month. Log on to lcsportsnet.com/awards to nominate your favorite team or athlete today.
For the most complete recap of Friday night's high school football action, tune in on your way home from the game to the WPIAL Scoreboard Show, only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hi, this is Don Rebel. Join me in a cast of thousands for all the scores with recaps from the top games, plus we highlight the night on the Trib Live Roundtable. That's the WPIAL Scoreboard Show after the game on Friday nights on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and at tribhssn.triblive.com.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Back here at Shenango High School, Eric Thomas and Lee Moen. Welcome to the Tri-County Principals Association postgame show after Neshannock's 48-7 victory over Shenango. Lancers go to 4-1 on the season, 2-0 in the Big Seven. Let's give you our Gem Master Builders and Craftsman scoring recap. It was Shenango who got on the board first. Jason Williams' 85-yard kickoff return 15 seconds into this game gave Shenango the lead 7-0 for the second straight week. The Wildcats score first, but they are unable to hang on to that lead as Anthony Aiken's 2 touchdowns in the first quarter gave Neshannock a 14-7 lead. They would then rip off 48 straight total points. Another 2-yard touchdown run by Gino Mazzacco, and then a 22-yard touchdown pass from Gino Mazzacco to Ryan Cameron in the second quarter made it 28-7 at the half. Lancers get the kick to start the third quarter. Anthony Aiken caps the drive with a 3-yard touchdown run and then a 46-yard touchdown run by Aiken. About 3 minutes later, 2.5 minutes later, made it 42-7 and then capped out by Ryan Alamid's 33-yard run with 26 ticks to go, made it 48-7. And that is our final score here tonight. That's a look at your Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. family-owned and operated general contractor for 4 generations. Their extensive construction experience, design capabilities, and creative process allow them to help any project meet any challenge. Building the community for 70 years. Visit gembuilders.com for more information. Before we get to the awards, we got to give you the scoreboard update now so we can tell you what's going on here. Across the area tonight, of course, it was Neshannock with the win here. The other finals that we know of right now, Laurel defeated Northgate 50-0, and Farrell in District 10 knocked off Wilmington 44-7. That's the second loss for the Greyhounds, the first to a PIAA team this season, 44-7. Wilmington wins that one. Big upset tonight. New Brighton knocks off Elwood City 14-12. That game is now a final, and the only 2 games remaining on the slate tonight for Lawrence County teams, Mohawk and Union have gone to the 4th. They are tied at 21. That is really a must-win game for both teams if you think about it. Mohawk is in a little bit better of a position because of their schedule down the stretch. That game 21-21 in the 4th. And then in 4A, Newcastle, which had a lead over Aliquippa for most of this game, that game is now tied at 12 as they're in the 4th quarter. And that's a final look at your out-of-town scoreboard update brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority. Gas prices continue to rise. Save money on gas and let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go, serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County. The Newcastle Transit Authority going your way. If we get a final on either of those 2 games, we'll let you know before we get off the air. Before we give out the awards here, a final thought from you, sir, as this Neshannock team continues to roll. We still maybe have not seen them play their best. They still haven't played their toughest competition yet. That is to come against Laurel and Southside. But, man, they look impressive when they get going. And it might not be the prettiest in terms of stats when Gino Mazzacco's throwing the ball right now, but their running game tonight, they go for 333 yards on 39 carries.
Well, we saw what Aiken can do. He's been held up a little bit this year, but boy, when he gets some room to run, and boy, he's got the power to run through guys. He's got the speed to break out. We saw the 46-yard touchdown run that he had. He's an impressive running back. He is fun to watch. So if that line can continue to get better, as you said, that was the questions they had coming into this year. If that line continues to get better and gel, and that's a team you're going to have to look out for in single A.
Aiken finishes with 19 carries for 161 yards, 4 touchdowns tonight. Gino Mazzacco, 9 carries, 60 yards and a touchdown. And Justin Edworthy added 4 carries for 31 yards as well. Mazzacco finished tonight 7 of 15 for 88 yards and a pick. He also threw that touchdown pass to Ryan Cameron, who we believe was the one ejected in this game late. We're not 100% sure yet as to who that was, but we think it was Ryan Cameron. Regardless, Neshannock will have a player who will miss the game next week against Burgettstown because of the ejection late in this game. Unfortunate circumstances there for the Lancers. For Shenango tonight, Caleb McConnell, growing pains, 2 of 8, 6 yards passing tonight. Albertini attempted that 1, and it was incomplete. They finished 2 of 9 for 6 yards. Shenango runs the ball 25 times tonight for 74 yards. 71 of that comes from Nico DeSalvo, who had the big 30-yard run late in the contest. 11 carries for 71 for Big Nico tonight. And the 2 receptions, Michael Kessler, 1 for 9, and Albertini had 1 for -3. All total, 74 yards rushing, 6 yards passing, 80 total yards for Shenango tonight. Bottom line on the Wildcats, they're going to get better. They've got to grow up. It's going to happen. And just the maturation and getting the reps and these guys sticking together, they will get better. But right now, it's just a matter of depth and getting older as football players.
And depth, like you said, they're getting guys back. I mean, they're missing their best ball player, one of their best ball players here tonight, and Farilla. So, DeSalvo was he looked well. It was nice to see him come back, but they got to get some bodies back, and you said get some depth, and they got a quarterback. They can protect him. He's going to do some special things.
Yeah, he certainly will. That is for sure. Let's give out our awards here tonight. The Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award is going to go to Ethan Beeman of Neshannock for his block punt in the first half tonight. Maley Chiropractic is proud to honor Ethan Beeman for his play of the game tonight. He'll get a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone. And to view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Ethan Beeman of Neshannock for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. MVP Insurance, MVP of the Game award. Well, he's been on a tear
Think about this.
Yeah, the last 3 games. He has been on an absolute tear. It's Anthony Eakin with 4 more touchdowns tonight, 161 yards rushing. He'll get a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named tonight's MVP Insurance MVP of the Game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the Game. Congratulations to Neshannock's Anthony Eakin for being named tonight's MVP of the Game. MVP Insurance, call MVP for the win.
By the way, our honorable mention for Anthony Eakin, could have got a shirt for play of the game in that 46-yard run.
That run was spectacular. Make sure you go back and watch that. We'll have, I'm sure, the wow. So we just got an update on the scoreboard here. Newcastle, with 25 seconds left in the game, has gone ahead of Aliquippa.
I thought I heard a roar.
So that's going to lead me to tell you what we got coming up next week. We know for sure Saturday night we're going to be at the Wilmington-Reynolds game. That'll be Saturday night at Wilmington. They're looking to bounce back after a tough loss to Farrell tonight. We are for certain going to bring you the Newcastle-Montour game next week. Now, that's going to be an audio-only game live, so you'll be able to listen to that game live. You'll have to go back and watch the replay of it. We've got to abide by the rules.
Yes.
So Newcastle has asked us to just do audio-only for live games. We will abide by that, no problem. We'll be there next Friday night for that contest. And we think we might have another one Friday night. We're not 100% sure what we're going to do just yet, so just keep it tuned.
Take a look at the schedule.
Yeah, keep it tuned to the Lawrence County Sports Network's Twitter page, also the website and social media sites. We'll let you know where we're going to be on Friday night. But as of right now, for sure, we'll have radio-style broadcasts from Montour and Newcastle, which, man, if the Hurricanes hold on for that, that is just that much bigger now, as they would pick up their biggest win in a long time if they hang on to beat Aliquippa tonight. And it looks like they might just do that. But then also Wilmington and Reynolds next Saturday night. So we'll have some Saturday night football for you with Wilmington and Reynolds. And then Friday night for sure, Newcastle and Montour. And we'll let you know where we're going after that. Also next week, Beyond the Scoreboard, James Dotson and I will have that for you on Wednesday night. We'll have a preview for you. We'll also have the Band Fest, the Lawrence County Band Fest for you coming up on Wednesday night. That was rescheduled from this week due to weather. So we'll have that live for you on Wednesday night as well. Good win here for the Lancers tonight. They continue to roll. Burgettstown next week. Shenango's going to have to regroup against Rochester, a game they can get right on.
Yes.
And they're still, Shenango right now still looks like they're going to be in the hunt for the playoffs. They look like they're going to be in a good position to get a playoff spot down the stretch. It's the nature of the beast when it comes to small schools. You don't have the roster numbers. You're going to go through some growing pains. There's a lot of talent and a lot to look forward to with the Shenango team for sure. And they get extra practice. They get extra games this year because of the playoffs. That's going to bode well for those guys in the future.
Without a doubt. Coach Graham's going to be definitely looking for the future for this.
Yep. Hope they get right health-wise, too. A couple guys banged up and out of the lineup tonight, so hopefully they get that back and working for them here in the coming weeks. That'll do it for us here tonight. Neshannock wins it 48-7. They roll to a 4-1 record. Shenango falls to 2-4 overall, 1-2 in the Big 7. Neshannock goes to 2-0 in the Big 7 Conference. We will talk to you on Wednesday night for our preview show for the Band Fest, and also next Friday night for our game coverage right here in the Lawrence County Sports Network. We hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather, and we'll talk to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.